Beer Bunk Bullshit, episode 48.
You bring the beer, I'll bring the bud. We'll both bring the bullshit. We might get too high,
I've been practicing my voices.
Oh, he look like a man.
Bullshit. Gonna listen to us talk shit. Beers, bones, bullshit. You gonna listen to us talk shit.
I should out there, bro. Be doing like these mullets.
Oh shit, man! I didn't
Welcome back, Beers, Bongs, and Bullshit, episode 48 on one. Big P, Katie Kane, yours truly, True Justice, and tonight we have our special guest, Lawerence the Barber. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Good, brother.
I'm good. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm excited.
You come highly recommended from a lot of people, so we're glad you finally got here.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Do you still use your rap name?
It depends. It depends on how people like come at me. I feel like some people more like I switched up my name too because everybody used to call me Tyler, but then I was like, man, I think by 25 I'm gonna go by my real name because I hated Lawerence as a kid. So, but I felt it was more like sophisticated as like an older gentleman.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go by Lawerence now.
Yeah.
And so some people come up to me and they're like, oh, Lawerence the Barber, or some people are like, what's up, Tyler? Or some people are like, oh, it's catechize. Or some people don't even know how to say catechize, so they're just like, what's up?
Is it
catechize?
catechize? I thought
Yeah.
it was catchize, bro.
Most people do. And you know what's crazy? I was just telling him.
What
I
does
was like,
catechize mean?
so catechize, we were just talking about it. It means to instruct in like a Christian manner. So there's like a whole thing on catechism.
Right, because I heard that you were a Christian rapper.
It's weird,
Or
like
sort of.
I think a lot of people think I'm a Christian rapper. I'm not really like I'm not religious at all. I got a lot of family that's like.
But you're a Christian that raps.
I'm not even. I wouldn't even say I'm Christian.
Oh,
I
okay.
believe in God. You know, I'm more spiritual.
Oh,
But
yeah, me too.
yeah, just a rapper who believes in God. I think like Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick believes in J. Cole.
Well, that's why I was like trying to the correlation between NF and they're like he's a Christian rapper, and I was like I think he's a rapper who is Christian, but he's not a Christian rapper.
Right.
Like Lecrae. Lecrae is not. I don't know if they're shoving it down your throat. I don't like
It's
that.
whenever
You know what I'm saying?
it's whenever they don't cuss in the song and talk about God. Do you cuss in
Right.
your records?
I've never cussed in a single one.
Yeah, so you're gonna be fighting that battle for a while.
Yeah.
Well, it's weird though,
Always
because
gonna
like
try to put you in that
Macklemore
group.
and Chameleonaire don't really cuss, but Chameleonaire talks about thug shit. He just ain't cussing.
But they
while
got
he's doing it.
explicit labels on their CDs because of the content and the features, whereas NF,
Did y'all hear that NF Hobson song?
Bro.
no.
Hobson
New?
slaughtered it.
You know what's crazy is like NF is
He
one
didn't
of those
curse either.
dudes that's like to me is like he doesn't have bars, but he's got flow and like everything about him is kind of dope. Hobson got bars.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah.
put both those two on that, what was it, Lost?
I think so.
I didn't hear it,
NF is just mini Eminem to me. That doesn't say bad words.
I would say this.
Dude,
I would disagree only because Eminem is like a
They got the
wordsmith.
high same cadence.
You know what I'm saying? Like his bars are very they're intellect. Like
They're
you got to
technical
really
as
think.
fuck,
Like you got to
yeah.
redo that a couple times to understand. NF, you understand everything.
I think Hobson's a Eminem clone too.
He loves him. He loves him.
I like, yeah, this is the black Eminem.
He says he is.
He's been getting that for quite a while.
I think
don't look
NF
at- I think
Yeah,
NF
I'm not
only gets that
crazy.
because he's a white dude that raps about his feelings and he's kind of
There you go.
dark, but it's like they have two different energies for sure.
He's got the same shrilly white dude voice.
Don't you all though?
No,
I don't know, man. I've heard people say,
do all you guys sound like Little Rob?
Simon.
Lil Rob.
What do you mean, you guys?
you guys.
Didn't you hear? Crown dubbed me Mr. Little True Justice today.
I thought it was gonna like Mr. True Little Justice G.
A little too
He's like, man, my name's not Chicano enough. Yeah, True Justice. That's just like it's you gotta have like Little Pancho or something in there.
Who are your influences?
Mine?
Yeah.
Tupac and Eminem,
Yeah.
hugest ones. Yeah, big time.
That's why you don't sound like a fucking
Yeah,
Chicano rapper, right?
yeah. Well, and I wasn't raised around that lifestyle either.
Right.
Down in California with the accents and using
I got some
Spanish.
homeboys.
and
Yeah,
every
but
day.
how many dudes from here rap like that?
I got Chicano
Yeah, but
homeboys
they're
that know
pushing
he's.
it. It's not natural.
All
I
right.
got Chicano homeboys that know he's Chicano. I don't know if it's cadence wise, but even without seeing him, like the voice, I don't know. But they said
Really?
like when I told him he reminded me of Coast, like he reminded me of like a Houston dude, because he was actually spitting like bars, like and like I said, the Southern California cholos, they ain't got bars, bro.
It's that lifestyle. I think it's different.
It's just gangster music.
Like the Bay Area Mexicans got bars, like they spit, and like the dudes from Houston spit. Like I don't know, SPM's not the greatest example, but he's lightweight spitting.
Yeah, I just built like my Chicano
Sorry,
rap
Crown.
playlist. Sorry, Crown. And I didn't know Mr. Criminal had released like 30 fucking albums in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And I was like listening through and I'm like, it's really the same song over and over again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's like, there's not any originality or new stuff going. And I remember people used to say that about Tech Nine too. They would be like, I haven't heard a new Tech album in 10 years. Like, what do you mean he's released like 12? Like, yeah, but it's the same shit. And I don't agree with that either though.
Yeah.
I was
think
listening
he's
to
grown quite a
some
bit.
good Tech Nine today,
Bro,
but it was angelic.
I'll bump Angelic to the death, bro. Probably. And like
good.
Absolute Power has some classics
That
on
was
it.
the first one I got was Absolute Power.
Yeah. So
That's
Angelic.
Slacker's song.
What you listen to these days?
Bro, I'm so all over the board, man. I'm more like Kendrick's, M's, Royce 5'9",
Yes.
Sci High the Prince,
Royce is one of my favorites.
Nas, all the time.
You like Crit?
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah.
I do.
Crit's one of my favorites, right? That's like current.
Yeah.
Um, Who else?
Do you know who Locksmith is?
Hell yeah.
Love Locksmith.
Bro.
Yeah.
Like he's those dudes like I'm such a bar like breakdown type of dude. Like that's
come on,
the
I
type
rock steady, but will Kanye please come out the closet already?
Yeah.
For Christ's sake, it's 2009.
Yeah.
If you sort of like guys, just shout it. It's fine.
Locksmith said that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I was like, oh, God.
I've never heard his music before.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
He's
Wasn't he a freestyle battle
Yeah.
winner back
Yep.
in the day?
Team
Yeah.
Backpack. Let's hear about that Team Backpack.
He used to, what was it, Frontline, him and a dude named Left. But Locksmith was like leaps and bounds ahead of him. Like Bay Area dudes, there's no Bay Area dude that's rapping like him.
No.
Right.
I don't think there's very many people, period, that's really rapping like him too much.
I think his lyricism made it so he didn't reach more people though.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
unfortunately.
happens.
Like we were talking about that the other
Crooked
day.
Eye,
Like
bro.
Crooked Eye ain't gonna reach people because he's too. He's too. So you sacrifice your lyricism to, make some money. Unless you're Eminem, I guess, because Eminem was super lyrical and he's.
J. Cole.
Yep. Kendrick.
He's always got
Where's
bars.
the standard? Because I think there's some dudes that were super lyrical and broke out, but they just weren't as successful. And
Beats and hooks,
yeah.
bro.
You gotta have melody in
Exactly.
there too, dude. Yeah,
like my favorite rapper right now is Ransom, and he's rapping over samples, and they're barely laying drums on them. It's just like the original sample drums, and it sounds so smooth. So he's just going all out, but he's spitting like verses all the way through, no hooks, nothing that really drags you in. So it's shit you just got to really listen to, and you're like, God damn, this dude's dope. But the mass is gonna be like, where's the hook?
Yeah, where's
Yeah,
the
they
part
don't
to sing
understand it.
along with?
They don't
I
understand.
enjoy it. I'm like, God, this is so dope.
Yeah.
Bro, some of my favorite shit, and like how Deacon was saying last week, like some of my favorite songs, not rap songs, but some of my favorite songs are just instrumental, period,
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to Deacon.
Yeah.
That dude's so dope.
Oh, yeah.
Cool as fuck.
God, he's got his hands in a lot of things.
Yep.
He's a special guy.
I almost watched that whole episode before my kids shut it off.
Oh,
They wanted to watch cartoons, but before I got in here, I was like, I gotta watch one because I heard the whole Cordell one, but I didn't know that you guys switched the video. So
Yeah.
Video and audio.
Maybe you can tell me, why is Cordell so quiet?
he told me, he's like, I don't like talking, I like
Yeah.
listening.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you gotta talk about yourself.
I've known that dude for so many years, and
Bro,
like,
that's kinda
like even
how
he's
I
talked
am,
more
though.
like when we're in person, but he's like here, and he's like, yeah, what do you like?
Dog, that's kind of how I am,
Shout out
Yeah.
to
I
Cordell
just kind
too.
of shut the
Yeah.
fuck up a lot of times.
Yeah, you're a listener.
But Cordell, we're interviewing you. Go on.
Spout off, bro.
I got a question. What inspired you to go to barber school? Become a
Oh my
barber?
gosh, that's a dope question. Okay, so one time, I think this was like 4 years ago, my little brothers came to my house and they all had terrible haircuts. And I was thinking like I could paint, like I could work with clay. I'm an artist, you know what I'm saying? I could cut some hair. So it was like 9 o'clock at night, and I was like, you guys stay right here. I'm gonna bus it to Walmart, and I'm gonna get some clippers. So I went all the way there. I came all the way back, and I sat him down. And I just gave him some simple, like 2 on the side lineups, and they're like, damn, like this is like okay, you know what I'm saying? We haven't got haircuts like this. So then I cut their hair for a while. I was cutting my homie's hair too, but it was like it just wasn't. It was like few and far between type thing. And then 1 month, my wife was like, man, we need some money. And I was like, oh, I gotta think of something. And so she's like, you got those clippers? And I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. So I went to work and I told everybody, I was like, all right, it's $5 a cut. But if you guys don't like it, I'll give you 20. But the crazy thing was I only had $20.
Okay.
So I would before my next paycheck. So I was like, these had to be dope. So I just sat there for nights on end just watching like 360 Jeezy and all these dudes cutting hair and just figuring it out. And my girl's little brother was like a little test dummy too for everything, like ball fades and all that. And I messed up a couple times, But so I just
moving.
holding their temples and everything. Yeah. But no, so I cut a couple people on like a stool outside, but it started getting too hot. And so I came home one day and I bought like a little janky barber chair. And so my wife like built me like a barber shop inside of the outdoor storage to apartment. And I was like, oh my God, like this could be a thing. Yeah. So I got like little lights in there and everything. With the little money that we had, man, we put it together and I had towels and everything in there. And so everybody was like, man, for like a $5 cut, but you'll give me 20 if you mess up. Like it was like too good to pass up. Yeah. Especially you gotta know your market too. You know what I'm saying? So if you could see that somebody gives a shit about their haircut, you're probably not gonna go up to them first. So I got a bunch of people that didn't really care and people started seeing it and they're like, damn, $5. And so I just started, and then it started snowing and I was like, okay, I can't have people out here in the snow. So then that's when my homie Quan was like, man, you should, let me put you through school. And I didn't want to go through actual school because I had to work because at that point I had 2 kids. So he put me through this, it was not intern. What's the other word for that? Like apprentice program. And it was like a 2-year program. And so it worked. So I was like, okay, I can go to work, but I got to be there every day, like an hour a day. So I didn't have a car or anything. So I just got there and we just did our thing. And I just got done with school. So now I'm about to go. As soon as that little stimmy hits, I'm gonna go get my license and everything. But
give me my stimmy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a cool story.
It just kind of like evolved. And like I was telling him earlier, I was like, man, like if I can choose this to be my base money, my base pay, and I could do all my other things, this is like a hobby for me anyways. But I was sick of moving furniture. So I was like, I'm just gonna go do this. And Quan kept telling me, man, if just quit, bro. People will come, man. Like you're good at cutting hair. You've only been doing this for how long? And like the quality that you're producing is kind of crazy at this point in time. So COVID actually saved me. Like it didn't save a lot of people, but for me, like it gave me the chance to actually excel in that. Okay. So
I was gonna ask how that affected you.
You do your own shit
by like
your own hair?
No.
Shout
out to Quan for that. He just
I was about to see what you working with. Let's see what you working with.
Yeah, no, that's not me. I like sometimes like I line the beard up, and all that, but that's just not.
I do my own hair.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you when you needed a cut. Yeah, I got you.
Been doing it for a while.
You ever miss a spot?
Yes, so many times.
You know what's crazy? Dudes come in, they're like, "Oh yeah, can you make me all bald?" And they got like little patches in the back. Yeah. You're like, "I'm just gonna nick that for you." But no, it was like COVID. It worked out perfect because at that time I was working 7 days from morning to night. So I didn't see my family for months really, and it started getting to me. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna wait for a little bit longer. And then my boss was like, oh well, if you want to leave, you can leave. Well, at that time nobody knew what it was, so it was kind of like it was sketchy a little bit. So I was like, well, I got kids, I'm just gonna go home. Yeah. And so I got a fat vacation. I never went on hikes. You know what I'm saying? I got my kids out of the house. We went on hikes and stuff, and it was just like, and we weren't allowed to cut hair. Like it was a big fun. I couldn't do anything. So I was just chilling for a while, and I just kind of started getting back into my painting and sold a bunch of art pieces. And after that, I just never went back.
Yeah, that's cool.
So now I'm a barber, Yeah. So
because I noticed during the pandemic that I had no idea as a bald guy that haircuts are like crack to some motherfuckers. Like
I got paid $100 for one cut.
Yeah, see that.
just to drive. Yeah, and
like
easy
Facebook
cut.
was flooded with people like, "Where's the dope?" But it
Bro.
was, "Where's a barber? I
It
need
was really
a
crack.
barber.
It
I'm
was
going
crack.
crazy."
Oh, that's
People were
crazy.
like, I'll pay you $25. And I was like, dog, that's what I charge in the shop. I'm like, you can't. No, I gotta go. If I'm gonna go into your house,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I need at least like 50.
Yeah.
People are like, I'll give you 75. I'm like, all right, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. I had my girl cut my hair.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go out for 5 months or
Yeah,
whatever, so
yeah.
might as well just try it. So,
Yeah, I heard a lot of moms were cutting their kids' hairs during this time too. Like
bro,
it's just like
I've seen some
So
terrible haircuts.
Did
My shit
Nancy
just
Nancy
looked bad.
Pelosi go into the
Oh yeah.
going to the stylist?
Yep.
Did that make it okay for people to get their hair cut again?
Fuck
They
that.
told us that it was like a $5,000 fine we get caught cutting hair and like a year in jail.
Did-
was like,
what,
y'all tripping.
what do they say? What do them fools say? Do as I
You're
say,
in
not as
jail.
I do.
Yep.
Fuck those motherfuckers, bro.
I know a lot of people that will never
And the-
open their business doors again.
California governor.
Fuck some of them, but most of them, it's fucked up.
Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying is like I feel bad for the people that it did fuck it. Like it fucked up my mom's business, and she was an Uber driver. So to all those people, man, I really feel bad. But for me personally, like that put me in a situation to win,
yeah.
and that was like a blessing, really, because it was like now I don't got to go back. My boss was like, you don't really have to come back, you know. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try it. I mean, I got some money coming in, you know what I'm saying, from the stimulus check, so I wasn't broke. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna try it. And then I'm always on the phone just texting people, like, it's always like a little hustle game for me now. So once I get people hooked in, like, man, like you can be getting this as long as you want because I'm always open now. That's all I do. So people just started flooding in, man. I've been
Sounds like you got a really good head on your shoulders, man. Like we were talking a little bit before the show, just about you not wanting to be bored, you know, being creative, things like that. And you're pretty young, man. You got a bright future
For
ahead
real.
of you.
Yeah.
Like, did you grow up with that kind of inspiration of the hustle, the grind, just nonstop, in and out? I mean, how did that come about? Because people that I look at your age group are a little bit younger, I usually look at as lazy and not creative. But you're proving me wrong, man. It's like, how did you get that?
Don't work yourself till you go crazy though.
right.
Don't make it all feel like work.
Here's what
Oh,
I will
that's
say.
what he was talking about before. He's got
okay.
it. He's got it known. Like,
Yeah, if you enjoy it, then you ain't working.
Right. And exactly. But to answer your first question, for me, it was like in my life with like family members or kids in the area or whatever, it was more like a blueprint for me. So if like, obviously my older brother at the time, he was in and out of prison. I had a lot of family members on different drugs. And it was more for me like, I'm seeing what's happening and I'm just not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was more like, why would I take that same route? You come out, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? But then I see some people in my family that are making it. So I'm thinking like, what are you doing right? And I'm going to take that from you. And what are you doing wrong? I'm going to take that from you. You know what I'm saying? We did in the family, there wasn't too many like families that were together. So it was more like single moms or whatever, people raising. So I was like, well, now me and my dad, we were like rebuilding our relationship. And so, but then we weren't really tight. And it made me think like when I have a kid, I'm going to be there for everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what it is. And the biggest thing was like, if he wants to dance or whatever, gymnastics or what, I don't care what it is, I'm there for every meet. You know what I'm saying? I'm skipping work and I'm there because I'm here to support. You know what I'm saying? So, not that my dad never like supported with a lot of stuff, but there are certain things, you know, he didn't agree upon with like music or graffiti, and it's like that's what made me, you know, who I am. But my mom did. My mom pushed me for that type of stuff. So, but I just took all these things and I was like, well, I'm not gonna do dope, and I'm not gonna gangbang, or I'm not gonna go to prison, or you know, there's just so many things that's out there that's showing you what not to do. And I'm 25 now and I got my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I know people that don't even got cars right now, and that was like my first thing. That I was like, okay, I got to get a car. So. This is my only marriage, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going no more marriages. If this doesn't work out, you know what I'm saying? I'm sticking just with my kids.
How long y'all been together?
Well, we've been together since high school.
Yeah,
A little off and on, but yeah, this time we've been together for about 4 years.
Yeah.
We got 2 kids and we've been married for I think 3.
Yeah.
So
It only gets harder to keep track as it
yeah,
goes up.
man.
Are you sure? Because is she gonna listen to this?
Oh,
You
she's
sure?
definitely gonna listen to
You
this.
sure it's 3 years?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Cool.
But-
Well, I rather enjoyed gangbanging. Just fucking with you. He's
No,
like,
it was one of those things that it was just like these kids think it's fun,
Yeah.
you know. And it was like now like we were just talking about like there's
Cool,
shit going
yeah.
on here just in the city that's like like these kids don't have to do it, but they're doing it.
We were talking last night about how soft these little fuckers are.
Well, nobody's fighting.
No shit.
You
That's
know,
exactly
like when you were
what
a
we were
kid,
talking
you gotta
about.
get your ass beat.
Yeah.
But now, like,
exactly what we
you
were
got the
talking
internet.
about.
Nobody wants to get their ass beat on camera. You know what I'm saying? So now you got kids packing, like I was telling him. Well, I see these little kids, 14, 15, Mac 10s and stuff. And it's like, man, these kids just want to kill. It's fun now.
crazy.
It's not like when you got your ass beat in the neighborhood, you got your ass beat and you got to come back harder. You know what I'm saying? And definitely got my ass beat a lot. So, but I never wanted to go shoot anybody. I mean, it was just not like that. And all the gang members were older dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, they weren't little kids. And if they were like, I don't know, we weren't really kicking it too much. But what I mean by that is, like, my older brother at the time, he was gang banging. So he was just in and out, you know. And I just seen that. I was just like, I'm not a part of it.
Yeah.
And, you know, so just a lot of that stuff.
You from here?
I was born in the Dalles, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I was born down there. Then I moved to the Tri-Cities when I was a baby. And then from the Tri-Cities, my dad got a job up here. And my mom stayed down there. And finally, she moved up here in 97, I think. And my dad moved out, but my mom always stayed.
Oh, was you born in 97?
My mom?
No, you.
Oh, no, I was born in 95.
Okay. That was close.
Okay,
Had
so
to be
you've been here
close.
for a minute, huh?
Yeah, so I've been here, but I counted it the other day with my mom. I lived in 35 or 36 houses since I was born.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've been to 12 different schools. I was always moving. In 1 year, I think my second grade year, I lived in Spokane. I lived in this small town by Grand Coulee, and then I moved.
Was it Nespelem?
No, it's called Coulee City.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, little town.
I spent some time out there.
Yeah, so I moved from Spokane to Coulee City to Montana, way by North Dakota, back to Spokane in 1 year in schooling.
damn.
So
Yeah.
I was just always kind of on the move. But I've been in Spokane altogether for like 18 years of 25. So yeah, I've been here for a while. So
Yeah. I got another question. What inspired you to want to make music?
well, my mom found some little raps when I was like 6 years old. And
She found what?
little raps that I used to write.
Oh, yeah.
And
6?
it was, man,
Damn,
like
homie.
you also said what am I listening to?
Yeah.
Rap's like my second favorite genre. Like I'd feel like old 50s, oldies, lowrider music. That's literally like my favorite. Like Under the Boardwalk and all that. It's like that's because my grandma kind of raised me. Like she's kind of like my mom. My
Are
dad's
you
mom.
Chicano, bro?
No,
No?
everybody thinks that. I've had that question asked me my whole life. I don't know why, but people come up to me speaking Spanish, and I'm like, oh shit. What do I say, man? I feel bad. Now I gotta learn it. You know what I'm saying? But
I used to like the lowrider oldies. I really like that shit too. But you know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
shit's hard.
I'm into the lowrider culture and all that shit. So that's like, oh yeah.
But she used to like, what was it? Rockin' Robin.
Uh-huh.
That bro, my grandma used to bathe me to that song, and so that 50s music was like really instilled in my head. And I still love 50s music. I listen to it every morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I had all different genres. My mom's parents jazz, so them, and my dad was more like he was like some punk rock and stuff like that, all that. And but my mom was like West Coast. She don't like East Coast rap, but I like East Coast rap. My mom's more like E40, Too Short, Cube, Snoop, like all that stuff. But I don't know why I went to East Coast. I think it was just more like I like bars.
I like all of it, man.
Yeah, all of it. I mean, all of it's dope. There's got to be like definitely like Snoop and Dre. You know what I'm saying? And the Cube and all them. But
Rockin' Robin. Tweet. Tweet-a-delete.
it's just so dope.
So you were writing when you were 6. When did you start recording?
When he was 8.
No, man. I actually, the whole reason why I started recording was because I was painting for this church. And have you guys heard of Area 511 or Area 606? It's like a teen Youth for Christ thing. They got one on the west side. They got one in Hilliard.
Is it new? Oh, is it the one it's on like Market in
Yep.
Wellesley?
They got a basketball gym. and
God,
stuff.
man. Yeah. I know what that is. I was doing my audio engineering thing, and my partner said, hey, you want to be audio engineer here? And I showed up there one day, and I don't know. I didn't go back, but I kind of regret not doing it.
They got the little booth upstairs.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice little setup.
He
But
said, you want to run the studio? Oh, yeah,
Yep.
let me check it out. And I'm like, I don't know. I was being selfish, I guess. I'd rather spend my Wednesday nights drinking or something, you know?
right. But no, I was the one up on the north side. I was painting for them because I went to high school in It was called MEAD. It was like an alternative school.
Oh, I heard
And
of that.
by the way, man, rest in peace to that school. That was like, that's the only reason why I graduated. But the guy came over there, and he was like in the streets before, and he was a part of this whole youth thing. And he was looking for a graffiti artist, and they're like, every kid there was like, man, I know the guy. Because my teachers had to like take my notebooks and stuff away. I had a really bad problem with drawing. And so they're like, oh, we know the guy for you. But I was down in Gondel with my grandparents, and I couldn't come up here, and they're like, they'll pay you. And I was like, damn, okay, I got to make it back to Spokane. Well, when I went there, he paid me like $1,400 to paint the whole thing inside and out. And then this guy came in, and dude was like, man, this kid can rap too. And he's like, you could spit? And I was like, man, like a little bit. They're like phone recordings, you know what I'm saying? And he listened to it, he's like, damn. He's like, okay, like you kind of got like the whole hip hop everything. You could paint, you can rap and everything. So I went to a studio and I recorded this one, man, and it was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad. But it was my first time in there.
Yeah.
And then after that, I just kind of went for it. And then the whole Cordell, that Spokane song, bro, that was literally like, that was just off the, they put out the video and a verse from Cordell for like $345 or something like that. I was like, I'm just going to take it. Cordell was a big deal, you know, when I was a kid out here. So I took it, and then I was like, I'm going to make a Spokane song. And Risky was like, what are you going to talk about, like Safeway or something? Like, what are you going to talk about, bro? And I'm thinking, well, nobody has talked about it like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, it's
Risky doesn't get around much. There's more than there's Safeways in other places than Spokane. How dare you?
Bro, I told him too. I was like, this is going to blow up. And he's like, okay. Cordell was like, yeah, right, dude. And I was like, no, man, like I have a plan. And so, once again, very new at recording and writing songs. Like, I'm terrible at writing songs, but I can write lyrics, you know?
Yeah.
And so I wrote it and I sent it to him, and Cordell was like, oh shit, like you actually did put a lot of effort into this one. But I told him this one's gonna be kind of corny because I wanted it for kids, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want it for gangsters or drug dealers. I was like, because kids are on YouTube. So I was like, I'm gonna make some like people feel like they're a part of something. I'm gonna name off neighborhoods and schools and the GOAT, but I'm gonna try to wordplay it a little bit so it's fun. Bro, it was a hit like 10,000, and we dropped it on 509. Yeah.
You bring any new songs to play tonight?
Well, yeah. I mean, you still doing your thing, or what's up?
I got a lot, man.
Because I heard that song, and I'll be honest, I didn't care for it.
And you know what? Nobody did. Well, I mean, for the most part, like older dudes. But that was like the one thing that I was like, that's okay, because I had little kids that would send me videos and they had the whole thing memorized.
But I heard you rap on some other shit
dope.
one time, and I was like, oh, okay, he can rap.
Right. And so that was like a twist.
I was like, that song wasn't a clear justification on your capabilities.
And that's what put me out there, though. Like, I did like something new. That was the first one I did. And that one, I went to a cypher and I won it. I wasn't even supposed to be in the thing, but they're like, just come in and rap. And I was like, okay. And I went in there and I won. And so I put that out, hit like 10,000 views, and people were like, okay, this kid
Who'd
can
you
spit.
beat?
This kid named Nicholas. There was a bunch of kids there, though.
Was it? It was unique, huh?
What?
I don't know. His name's Nick. Unique. He used to go to a lot of battles. He lost a couple times, and he got salty when one of the homies beat him. Unique. Nick's the homie, but one of the homies came into town, and he's like, "Man, you went for the out of towner." I was like, "Cause he fucking beat you."
Oh, that was who it was.
He thought he was gonna get the homie love, and I'm like, "Yo, man, I like both y'all, but he beat your ass, bro."
I would agree with On One too, because that was at most views, right? Is
Yeah.
the Spokane, because that was at the top, right?
Man,
and so I'm like,
that's
I'm like, it's okay. Let me listen to this. But what was the one with? It had the blue van. Was that Cordell's van?
That was Anthony's van, but Cordell drives the ice cream truck.
Yeah,
That's me. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that shit was probably one of my
that
favorites.
song. Yeah, that one. I was like, okay, because that one was like last year, right?
Yep.
Or a few
Yep,
months ago.
yep.
I was like, okay, this is a serious improvement.
Did you hear
on that Spokane? Because I was like, he could right now. And then, can I also ask, have you been listening to Nipsey Hussle?
Oh yeah, that
Okay,
was my
cool.
older
Yeah,
brother's favorite
'cause
rapper.
I could hear like I'm trying to start a business lines and shit like that, and then
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, cool, I like him.
That's
now.
kinda crazy,
You know what I
man.
mean? Because the Spokane song, I'd agree with that one. I'm like, this is all right, but
No,
it's
it was
just not-
it was goofy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't
but
that
the
great.
Me song,
But let's
that
be fair.
shit's good, dude.
Let's
That's
be
a dope
fair
song.
here. Let's be fair. How old were you when you did the Spokane song?
That was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. That was like my third song.
So
I
it was
ever
your first
recorded.
video, and you're like 20.
Yeah.
No, that was my second video.
Okay.
Something New. You gotta listen to that one. That was my very first one. But that was that was when I was like, man, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. I'm just gonna boom bap it, cause I love boom baps, and so I did that, and everybody loved it. And so when I did the Spokane one, I was like, I'm just trying to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. And like I said, I've never written like a song. I didn't know how hooks or anything of that worked, so I just went at it. And I was thinking like nobody's gonna like this once I did it. But then when it started catching traction, like I said, kids wanted me to come perform at birthday parties. Bro, I performed at the Davenport Grand for like 800 people. I got it all on video. I did it live. Doctors, dudes from Brooklyn, the police, the mayor hugged me. Like I was signing pamphlets and stuff. I was like, man, like this is nothing though. You know?
Oh, wow, that's
Bro,
crazy.
you're young and you're talented as fuck. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Like, I mean, some's gonna work for you.
Well,
Absolutely.
I would be in places.
If not all of it.
Yeah, maybe. But people would be like, man, like that Spokane song was kind of whack, but that was good marketing. And I was like, because you like
The video's clean as fuck too.
It was cool. Like, yeah, it was good. But people like talked about Spokane, but like Willie B did his thing. But I just felt like there's more, you know, like I could put more. And like I literally rapped about like, what did I say? You say you're making that money, but that was a lie. We'll call that green bluff. Like most of that kind of went over a lot of people. But that's like, I put everything that's in here in one song.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. I liked it, but I didn't like it at the same time. Because I feel like it put a weird persona on me that I'm like a corny dude. And so that's when I put out I put out some weird little ones. They're probably still on YouTube. Those ones are garbage. But then I put out the me, and I did this one called Gas with one of my friends. I did this one called Time. I think that's on Facebook. But then I did that Survival of the Fittest. Did you hear that one?
Oh,
I heard that
That
one.
I'm
remix?
not sure.
It's the Bob Deep beat.
Yep.
Oh, well, I want to hear it, but we probably can't play it on here because the beat.
All right.
Yeah, probably the beat. But yeah, if anything though, the city track got you noticed, right?
Yeah.
And that
Free ice cream, bro.
Yeah.
Anywhere I went, people were like, "This." Like it was weird. It was kind of like I wasn't used to it. I didn't know how to feel about it. It's kind of intruding, you know what I'm saying? But then after a while, I was like, "Oh, okay, this is cool."
Yeah.
And then yeah,
And when I checked out the other
Yeah,
one, I was
that's
just like,
true.
damn, this kid's got some bars. I like it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to put as many of the videos I could find on our BBB
Yep.
page and
Oh,
shit
right,
in there,
yeah.
trying to.
That's dope.
So I was like, man, check out this kid, and he don't even want to promote the music. He's saying, "I'm Lawerence the Barber."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I didn't put no. That's another thing. I didn't put no money on no anything. I didn't pay for nothing. All those views are organic. Like those have like thousands of shares and stuff.
Yeah.
I've never put $1 towards anything. So that's strictly off me being out there, like talking to people and just getting them to know me.
Yeah.
So and like I'm a pretty cool dude. Like if I'm out there, I can pretty much relate to anybody.
Yeah.
So I just like I don't party or drink really. So if I go out to a party, I'm usually like talking to people and rapping to people. People are like, "Oh, dope!" They get me on Instagram and I cut their hair. Like that's how I like building like relationships like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's incredible, bro.
Yeah, that's the way to do it too, because that's what we talk about is what we are terrible at, and always were is being people.
yeah.
I hate people.
I force, I,
People person?
I
Yeah.
have to force myself to be a people person. Like I'm like even podcasting. Like I said, I'm enjoying hanging out with you, but like going out to like clubs and stuff
Yeah.
without like performing, that
Not
ain't
a
for
thing.
me. People are like, "Let's go downtown." I'm like,
Not a thing.
"Nah,
Yeah.
I'll take my ass home."
Well, people like and stuff gets shot up and stuff over girls, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not about it. And I hate loud noises.
I don't like people that are overly drunk in my ear.
Yep.
Oh.
Trying to rap to you.
You could always find
That
one
kind of
them.
shit too, man. God damn it, man.
Yeah,
You're trying to
probably
enjoy
always
yourself,
find
and
that.
you got your drunk homeboy. Yo, check this freestyle, bro.
Yeah.
Bruh. And I'm like, yo, man, would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying.
spitting on me.
I'm trying to watch this UFC fight, but bro, I got these bars. Go write something down first. If you come here talking about motherfucker, I'm a motherfucker. I was like, come on, man, knock it out.
Bro, you know what's crazy is I was like trying to like break down because my wife in my house, like I'll come up with something crazy, and she's like the first person I'll tell, but she doesn't really understand it too much if it's too complex. So she'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then I gotta call Risky or I gotta call somebody that gets it because I had to get it out. Like there's I don't know why the other day it came out like someone was telling me like corny. Like someone was like, oh, if somebody calls somebody corny. So I was like, well, what are pieces to corn? So I looked it up and I Googled it. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it has like a stalk, has like leaves. I learned that a piece of corn is called an ear, and they got 16 rows of kernels. You know what I'm saying? You got popcorn. And so I was like, well, I'm going to write a little bar about that. So it's like people call me corny while they stuck in a maze. They knew my roots, so when I grew, they knew their stocks would be raised. For your ear, I have a 16. Tell the colonel I'm great, but if he leaves, then I'll put him in a box with the flakes.
Dope.
And like,
Oh wow, dude.
yeah.
Yeah, it's really well put together.
But not only that, but then I'm thinking like, okay, well now we just ended with cereal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like serial killers playing tricks, trying to raise in the brand.
Yeah.
They say you special, K. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff can keep going and going and going with me. So that's like the type of stuff that I'm like constantly thinking about.
Yeah, that's definitely East Coast influence
Yep.
right there.
Yep. Method Man, like all those dudes, bro.
Do you like Lloyd Banks of Fabulous?
Here's what I'll say. Like I did, but it was more because of their voice.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't like Nas, you know what I'm saying? Or like Big L. Like what
Yeah.
did Nas say in One Love? He said
Fabulous can rap his ass off.
no, he
though.
can. But it was like more for me, I like a certain kind of cadence. You know,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
I like it when it's like a little quicker and it bounces. Fabulous, like I said, his voice, bro, and his music is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's a different split too. Like who's your favorite bar spitters, but who's your favorite music?
Right.
Like I wouldn't put Kid Cudi in my favorite bars, but musically, he's definitely better than Eminem to me. You know what I'm saying? Because but
You
M's
like
not
Kid
like
Cudi more than M?
no, musically.
Oh,
Man,
music.
I think bars.
I argue with these guys sometimes about that too. I'm like, man, bars aren't the most important thing to me. I gotta hear.
It's different.
It's gotta be a
Yeah.
whole song. You know
Well,
what
that's
I
why
mean?
we were talking.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, people are gonna skip over Locksmith, but they're gonna listen to Lil Uzi Vert. Why? Because his music, you know what I'm saying, is different. Like
Sounds pleasing to the ear.
nobody
is
wants to
something
listen
that
to
I
how
use a lot.
terrible the government is.
Doesn't
when you're
always
high
sound pleasing
or
to my
drunk, you know
ear.
what I'm saying?
Yo,
But-
man, I don't think the Migos are tight rappers, but they're a guilty pleasure of mine, bro.
Yeah.
I'll put the Migos on. I'm like, God, this shit's so bad. I love
It
it.
gets you. It gets
like-
you.
Mama
Makes it-
told me, and I'm like, yeah, that's just dope, bro.
Bro, that's why I like them fucking like all the chicks in rap right now. They're
I
just
fucking
doing
hate it.
this like
always
Miami
preaching.
fucking like they're just I don't know, dude. The beats and shit, they're just banging and they're just like
Bro, they're fire.
you know what I mean? They're just fucking spitting raps and it's just like this shit's I don't know, like it's not like I love the think they're
You hear that
good
one Cardi
rappers.
B?
But
She says, I spit bars, nothing but gas. I want big peas, tongue in my ass.
I mean, it sounds like it because
Hey,
I like
she's
Dej Loaf.
at least spitting.
Dej Loaf
there's
is
love
my
is
favorite.
my girl be bumping her. She's cool.
You listen to Griselda, West Side Gun, and Conway, and
Conway.
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, bro, there's so many artists I don't listen to that people are like, man, you listen to this? I heard of them, you know what I'm saying? But to like, have I heard a track? Probably not. You know, like, but there's just so select few that I listen to, and once I start, like Sylvan LaCue, you know what Sylvan LaCue is?
I don't.
He's like, he's from Miami, but he's more like, he's got bars, but he's more like musically. And there's a lot of people like that I kind of like listen to. Moray, you know Moray? He's from same town as J. Cole's from.
Okay.
Dude's blowing up too.
There's a lot to keep up with. These.
Yeah, that's
Fuck
another
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, a lot.
With the internet, there's
There's
like,
a new hit every day.
there's no
My new release Friday was whack today.
Was it?
Whack. I think I got one song.
Man, I haven't listened to a
like
new
that for a
song
whole year.
in so fucking long.
Yeah.
I listen to the same shit or I find new old shit,
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought you were watching some old shit you watched over and over again the other day.
I was watching.
It's like,
I love football. I've been watching
yeah.
Peyton's Places, Peyton Manning's fucking show. And so what was? Oh, it was the first Super Bowl. They had a fucking guy in a jetpack at the halftime show, and it was talking about how they like revolutionized the halftime show. It was actually Keenan Ivory Wayans in Living Color. They like
Okay.
made the halftime
Yo,
show
Pete.
what it is now.
You should take a drink of that beer.
It's all gone.
Your cotton mouth is driving me nuts.
My cotton mouth.
I hear your mouth going.
oh,
You got those peanut butter
Sorry,
stabs
guys.
in there, man. You
Take a
guys-
drink.
Oh, I got beer.
this is why Paul never talks on
I-
the show.
I
We always
start-
make fun of him.
I'm not making fun. I'm just saying, just take a drink. He's like, yeah. Hey,
Eat your snacks in the microphone.
man, I
Oh,
got
it was those cashews.
I got cotton today, and I was like, oh, I gotta watch
Oh,
another.
Crown's gonna be
I got-
disappointed in you.
What snowfalls? Oh,
Rick
shit.
Ross is gonna be disappointed in me. The homie's like, man, I'm a big Rick Ross fan, not the rapper,
What's wrong with Snowfall?
because basically they stole Rick Ross's life and didn't.
Oh, he didn't
Didn't-
have input on that.
No,
Didn't Rick Ross
John-
steal somebody
John
else's life?
Singleton?
Yeah, but they stole it from the actual.
no, we're talking
Oh,
about the real Rick Ross.
Yeah, yeah.
Not the big rapper, dude.
I'm saying, yeah, Rick Ross stole it
Yeah,
from
so the
Rick Ross.
rapper took
Yeah.
his persona
Yeah,
from
yeah,
that
yeah.
guy, and the show took it from that
So-
guy too.
and-
Oh, okay.
So did Freeway, the
Yep.
rapper. So he was basically saying
Maybe we should too. It seems to be working for it.
they took his persona, and then John Singleton, I guess, after a couple seasons in or something, asked him if he wanted to be a consultant, and he said, "Fuck you," pretty much.
Call me earlier, fool.
Because the kid they were talking about was, I was like, this is like the Rick Ross story.
Yeah.
It's gonna shape up to be great. I'm on the third episode, and I'm like, this is gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, the show's amazing.
I felt guilty almost watching it.
I watched like 2 seasons and then my Hulu cut off.
I feel guilty listening to the rapper Rick Ross.
Sometimes there was this long.
I like him though. Yeah. I was like, the rapper Rick Ross has a couple cuts that I like, and I'm like, I feel bad for liking this.
He has some really good beats. You know what I feel bad for liking?
Drake.
Stitches. I don't like Drake.
I feel bad
What's
for liking
Stitches?
some Drake songs. I got
Stitches?
Yeah.
Brick in your face?
What's that?
A brick. When he did that, he's like, Miley Cyrus. I love selling.
You know
blow.
Stitches?
The game-
I know what
the-
he looks like. He got to do with
the game
You got
knocked
an
him
AK?
out.
Yeah, and Stitches tattooed.
The
Yeah, I know
game
what he
whooped
looks
his
like.
ass.
Yeah.
On video?
I don't know if the game whooped his ass on video, but the game slept him.
He's like,
He got up after his
I can't
face
keep
is all
track of
broken.
raps
Everybody
about
getting
shipping
beat up.
bricks through the mail and
It
stuff
ain't
like
40
that.
Glock.
I'll show you guys a video after this podcast. But
Is he new?
I just love selling blow.
I love selling blow.
Okay.
Shit's crazy.
Bitch, I got extendos.
He's just a loudmouth Miami rapper.
Trap Lord Ross did a video about his career. Trap Lord Ross just.
I guess I have some other guilty pleasures. Riff Raff.
Oh,
love
Lord
Riff
have
Raff.
mercy. That
Love
dude looks
Riff
like
Raff.
a bag of Skittles, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's 6'9", fool.
Oh, they're talking
Riff Raff does too.
Yeah, he
though.
kind of does. Riff Raff kind of looks like a bag of skills too. He said, "I can't wait to blow up, so I can act like I don't
When he
know
has
nobody."
his shark mouth
one?
in and
Yeah.
shit.
I got all kinds of seasoning salt, dumb shit. Can't understand a word he's saying. He sound like
So
Quagmire.
He went on Sway, bro, and that was something.
Yeah, these guys have some fucking hilarious riff-raff bars off top sometimes.
Just fucking, he just says the stupidest shit ever.
Yeah.
That kind of makes
Stupid
sense.
You know who I
shit.
feel like gets away with it? Chains, 2 Chains. He says some weird shit, but it just
You know,
works
2
for
Chainz
some-
is really, really smart too.
No, yeah, genius.
I was like, this is another dumbass trap rapper, and I'm like, no, he's actually fucking
I
brilliant.
mean, Titty Boy.
His interviews are dope too.
Hey, I heard Titty Boy on goddamn. Like the first time I heard and actually paid attention was on Big Crit's album, and I was like, hey, this motherfucker's spitting.
Yeah.
And then he was on like a track with Jada Kiss or something, and I'm like, this is gonna suck. And I was like, he held his own with Jada.
I like all of his features. He has one on Schoolboy Q. He has one with Lil Wayne that I love.
I feel like M cut him off the album because he probably came a little bit harder than M, and M didn't want to be shown up.
Yo, man, that dude be holding his own. I was like, I thought he was just a goofy like trap rapper. No, this motherfucker's dope.
Because he was pissed off about that. He was posting about it, like, why the fuck my verse ain't on there? You know what I mean? It's like.
Was it 2 Chainz or Future that was part of the Dungeon family? It was one of them too.
Future?
Future.
Future was?
That's curious how Future was part of the fucking Dungeon family. Was he a rapper?
He was there in the basement with Rico Wade and
Okay.
Mr. D.
Because I was like, feeling like being part of the Dungeon family, you probably got to be pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all those dudes were dope.
Nah, he was the young homie that was always there. I think he did engineer stuff.
You know who
and
the
everything.
Dungeon family is, TJ?
Nope.
He's confused.
Are you serious?
So Dungeon family is Outkast, Goody Mob, Sleepy Brown,
He's in Killer
Cool
Mike.
Breeze,
Dungeon Family also.
Killer Mike, like all them dudes.
Big
Killer Mike
Gip
is
and
dope.
shit. Oh, Big Gibbs.
Big
Goody
Gibbs,
Mob.
Goody Mob, and what,
And
cool,
their
Cool
crew,
Breeze,
basically.
Witch Doctor, fucking
Yeah, they used to all record in a basement that didn't have no flooring. It was just like dirt, they said. So that's why they called it a dungeon. But Future he was the little homie. Like, I feel like that's why he's so productive now, is because he got to see how everything worked then. And I'm sure from his young mind, he was probably like, man, this shit's moving a little bit slower than it could be. So when the technology, he's fast, dude. You know what I mean? He can write and record songs really fast. And I don't like a lot of his shit, but that Mask Off song,
Doesn't
Oh,
he?
yeah.
just-
that shit
Oh,
was
I
fucking-
love that song.
I like
that.
Mask Off and I like Low Life with Weekend.
Yep, Low Life.
Other than that, I don't think I've paid attention.
Doesn't he just sit there too at the computer
Yeah.
and record his shit?
Yeah. Yep. Like
Yeah.
he's super efficient, super fast, and I feel like that's because of the experience that he had in the dungeon family.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And what's a trip to me too is how those guys are really sample soul music oriented. You know what I mean? Like fuck, his shit is just hella futuristic and
Electronic.
Fucking, yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Okay,
EDM-ish.
but who's Outcast?
Hey, TJ, fuck you. I'm just playing.
Yo,
Everybody.
I sent a text message and I was wondering if I still had my homies around. They're gone. I had a bucket full of homies though.
Oh,
What if they
yeah,
just-
I got lost again. I was like,
know,
what
I
happened
was
to your
like-
homies?
I was waiting for it. I want to talk about the.
That's what. That's because I'll tell you, this is how
Rolling.
me and
Can we talk
This is how we
about the
met.
homies,
Yeah. This
is how we
man?
met.
I'm like, I get this random message in my inbox and it just says, I heard you have some homies. And I was like, who the fuck is this motherfucker?
He said like
Just
the
trying to
figures.
start some beef, man.
no, like, but it took me
You
a
wanna
good
roll
10,
up?
15 minutes to respond at least
Yeah.
because I'm like
I was
contemplating.
Like,
I'm
man, this dude
like,
ain't gonna text me back.
am I about to have beef? Or is somebody like surprised that I have friends? Like, how do I address this
Yeah.
right now? Like, because I'm in a whole new mind state of like positive assumptions.
Was
I'm
the
like,
H on homies capitalized?
I don't know. I didn't pay
So
attention.
you had to think about it.
Yeah, I just didn't think
Yeah.
about it. And finally, after I gave it some thought, it clicked. I was like, okay, maybe like randomly. Okay. So I was like, you mean like the little mini figures? He
Yeah.
goes, yeah, bro. Not like, hey, I heard you have some friends.
Hey, I heard you got some friends.
And so we started talking, and that's, So
Yeah.
you do something pretty fucking dope. You said people didn't get it, made fun of
How
you
many
for it.
homies do you
I
got
love it.
though?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a shoebox full or something.
You got more homies than he got.
have
I got
no
like
idea.
I just counted yesterday. I think I got
You
like,
bring your homies and you bring your.
I got like 280.
Oh, okay.
280 homies?
I got a gang.
Yeah, I got to go
Damn,
through
bro.
them because I still got to see if I got those extras for you.
You got
too.
any homies in wheelchairs?
I got the one in wheelchair.
That's
Just
the
the one?
first one I ever got when I was a little kid in California at one of those little quarter machines.
Yep.
We
I never got a homie in my life.
no,
All right, enough with the jokes.
'Cause nobody
Tell us
likes
what.
you.
Tell
Or a
us what you
garbage pail
do.
kid.
Because you showed me that shit, and I was hoping you brought one. We was gonna put it right here or something.
they,
Yeah.
they are
You was
dope.
showing me that shit you made the graffiti, the New York.
Yeah.
That's just
That
dope,
one's
bro.
done. Like
With
I
the
said,
projects?
I just got this little truck that's coming in that I'm gonna tag up, and then that one's finished. But how it started was with homies or just the buildings.
I don't know. Just explain what it is that you do. Like someone listening is like, what the fuck are you guys talking about right now?
Basically, like I just started doing it because I wanted my kid to have, because I have extras. So I was like, well, I know when I was a kid, I would want like buildings to it. So
Right.
Yeah. Or the vehicle.
yeah, and they have lowriders and everything. You know what I'm saying? But they're just like, my kid doesn't have them because they're not in the Walmarts and Kmart's like I had them. So I was like, I'm gonna build him like a little trap house looking thing, and I'm gonna board up the windows and all that. And I did it, and it kind of looked like shit. So I was like, okay, I'll try another one. Well, then I was looking. I think it was Big Hazard gang in East LA. They got these projects. I think it's the Ramona Gardens. I think, or I forgot what they're called. But they have all these like Latino like murals and stuff of like Mother Mary and all that. And I was like, man, like I'm gonna build that because that's like the most LA thing that I could think of for like little Chicano like figures, you know. So I was like, so I went for that, and I honestly I just kept looking at them because I went down to LA a couple times, so I can see like the structure and all that. And so I don't know, man. I started like going and buying like little things of metal, and I built all the little bars to it, and I don't know, I went off pictures, and then
Is that the one with the palm trees?
yeah, both of them have, the first two have palm trees.
Because you like built everything except for the trees, right?
Yep.
I seen that shit. It was dope, bro.
What's your Instagram?
Instagram
So that
is
people can see this.
My name is not spelled Lawrence. It's LAWERENCE, and then _ Barber.
Have I been spelling your name wrong?
I don't know.
I
It's
probably
my
have
dad
to
spelled
tag
my name when I was young. You know what I'm saying? And he spelled it wrong. So now it's like Lawerence or something like that.
Lowerman?
I never changed
My
it.
daughter's middle name's wrong.
Wrong.
It's wrong.
I think my
Spelled wrong?
tattoo's wrong.
It's spelled wrong. It's supposed to be her aunt's middle name, and it's on her social security card, and it's not right.
Oh, shit.
It ain't right.
Whoops.
So how many of them fucking things? How many of them things you done?
So far 3.
Oh,
But
this
so
is
I
filthy.
built, so yeah, that's
So you done
that's
filthy.
3
Paradise Flats?
potential.
But people did. I put the second one. I did like Regal Street, and I mean I lived next to Regal Street when I was a kid in Hilliard, so I was like I always want to build like a Regal, and so I did that, and I built like remember Boys in the Hood? They lived in the Rolling 60s territory in that store that they had. I built that on that Regal Street one. That's what I based it off of. And so I just literally, like, I was just going on maps and I would just go down streets and look at houses and I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna build that house. Screenshot, and I just looked at it and I just sat there and I just cut little weird random stuff. And then I built that and I put that, like I said, on TikTok, and it hit almost 200,000 views. And people, man, from LA, I thought people from LA were gonna take it to offense because I'm not from California. So when I posted it, I was like, man, I'm gonna get so much heat for this one. And then people were like, man, like, can you send these to us? Like, can I buy this? Like, how can I get this? And they're like, bro, that literally looks like my neighborhood. Yeah. And so
What?
actually this one dude from New Mexico just hit me up the other day, and he's like, I'll buy that Regal one from you. And so, but I've had people be like, man, you should put these in like art shows. And I'm thinking I can make a lot of money. But I would only do it if I could go down to like LA or Vegas or Phoenix or something where it's like that. Yeah. And those would probably sell for more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, dude. Keep doing that, bro, because those people, that's worth.
They're dope,
a lot
man.
of money, man.
They are kind of dope.
And we haven't really mentioned it on the microphone, but basically, Lawerence does miniatures.
Yeah, they're
like
like
a miniature whole scene.
Architecture, basically.
Dude, like
mini models.
But
I'm gonna do my best to post a screenshot from your IG while we're talking about this shit, or when we started.
Look,
talking
man.
about it. Yeah.
I'm saying, I want to buy one. I'd buy one. But
like you said, I always wanted that shit for mine too when I was a kid, and I was like, how do I have something to put them around in? You know?
My grandma and grandpa down in Southern Washington, they have like it's like a flower shop. They do flowers and like chocolate and stuff like that. And so when I was a kid, I would sit there and they always had boxes. And so I'd have my little tub of homies, and I'm like, man, like, what can I build with what they have in here? So I build like little prisons and little barber shops and stuff like that. But then now, like, I'm so much more intricate in detail. So like all those bricks, bro, like that's literally like a cereal box or like just random boxes I glue together or whatever. And I cut out all that. Like there's windows, like now this new one you're about to see, like I have working lights in the barbershop. I did the flooring and all that. So I like got down to detail on this one. So I got people on the roof like tagging it and all that. And so
inside and shit.
Yeah. So the barber homie, he's actually in there. He's got like a mirror on the inside and all that, cutting hair. Yeah. And so like that type of stuff is what's gonna push me forward. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, it just started off because I was like, man, I want a whole city, like, cause I'm gonna play with it. Like I didn't get to play with this stuff when I was a kid. I'm gonna set it up. You know what I'm saying? Like so. When I did it, my wife's like, this is actually kind of dope. Because she didn't get the vision at first. Yeah. And when I told people, they're like, you're making dollhouses? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are hood, you know what I'm saying?
They're mini action figures.
That's what they used to say to me and shit. When I had the old school G.I. Joes, which I don't have anymore, which are worth a lot of money, I fucked them up.
The big ones or the little fucking...
The little ones. With the rubber band, they had the rubber bands inside that held their like fucking torso together.
I never had
one. Always, Michael's outside playing with his dolls. They're not dolls, and I'm blowing them up in the backyard with firecrackers, and I had a fucking ass ton of them, and I looked on eBay, and I'm like,
dude, we used to do that shit.
Idiot. Man, and none of them, all of them had missing thumbs.
Glass,
bro,
we went to a yard sale once. Sorry, P.
I had a fucking badass Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant, dude, back in the day. No idea where those.
Did all your G.I. Joes have missing thumbs, Kane?
Yeah.
That wasn't Kung Fu Grip. They all had missing thumbs.
G.I. Joes, dude.
No, you couldn't hold the gun anymore because I fucking broke it. You know what I mean? Or I melted it off. I had this magnetic car track too, man, where you squeeze the trigger and they go.
Yeah.
What's that called?
Those things smell weird when they're going too. You're like,
But some
it's like burnt circuitry.
I miss those things,
I
bro.
would always wreck, right? Because you squeeze it too hard, it goes too fast, and it flies off the track. And so I would fuck up a couple of cars. Just because they were fucked up and wouldn't go doesn't mean that thing wouldn't still spin.
Yeah.
So I would melt faces and hands and feet from the G.I. Joes on that little spinning. Yeah, dude. I used to do all kinds of weird shit with my G.I. Joe.
Well, those things, they had this little rod that hooked to the track and these little metal brushes. And like the static was going so fast, like it fucking kind of made the room smell.
It like sparked a little bit.
It's like sparking. You know, like some sparks, it smells like I don't know, electricity.
That's what I like about your miniature stuff too, dude. Because
I miss those little fucking
it was fun to play with G.I. Joes and make a little scene. It's like, nigga, it's like, nah, they're interrogating this dude, so they're gonna put his arm in the fucking spinning shit and melt it off. And,
I used to build them and bury them in the backyard and shit.
They're gonna bury their bro right now because he fucking died. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I just think about it like girls, like, what do they do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
same thing,
same shit. I mean, they just made their stuff neat. You know what I'm saying? Back then, like, I was having little shootouts and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But now, like, I have it to where it's like a setup, like it's an actual art piece, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks dope.
That's cool.
People rolling dice, you know what I'm saying? Like baby mamas screaming and dudes are like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff that would happen in those neighborhoods. That's why I try to get it to be as close as possible.
Yeah,
So-
when I was browsing your images of them, I was like, you could tell you put some thought into each character that's involved in the scenario. I really dig it, man.
Is your new one almost done?
Yeah, it's done. Like
It's done.
I'm literally like I was trying to post it today before this.
Oh, you haven't yet.
But
You showed me a little bit of this.
I did. All I need is I had to order a truck because, like I was saying, I can't have an East Coast model without a truck that's tagged up. Like that's just a thing you have to have. And so I ordered it and it just didn't come yet. So it will be done soon and I'm gonna post it.
Okay.
Hopefully people like that one too. Everybody liked the LA one. So
Well, yeah, you built a
Absolutely.
reputation.
yeah,
Expectations
now I have
are
to.
high for you now.
People are like, man, you gotta bring more, and I'm thinking, bro, like this takes a while. I literally that New York one I just showed you, I built that within like if you went like hours, probably took me like a week.
yeah.
Like I busted it out fast because people now there's like people are asking how much, and I'm like, oh shit, like now it's just like music. I was telling you I did.
Hey, you can hit them with
eBay,
what's your
eBay.
budget?
eBay, so
What's your budget?
eBay, so they can bid, bro.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And start it.
Start it.
super
Yeah,
high.
start it high.
Start
No,
it
not
super high.
eBay. Just do the bidding on your Instagram, bro.
Nah, 'cause
Yeah,
then
bro. I don't care that
because
you have to answer messages.
Well,
it's-
Instagram
well,
is
like,
like
people can flake,
Hey,
dude. Like
yo,
with
check
eBay,
this out.
It's attached to an account where there's penalties if you say you're gonna buy that shit. You don't have to
One of
loot.
the-
Like people
one of
do
the
that on
homies-
IG all the time for seed auctions and all kinds of shit.
One of the homies, though,
yeah, that's true.
he does comic book auctions, and he does them. He just goes live on IG, and he starts it, and then he ends it, and then it's over. And someone said, he said, I'm going with this price for this. Someone will say something, and it'll just go up and go up. I was watching it, and I was like, man, that's pretty dope. Because I was waiting for him to put up a Spawn comic book.
So
He
like, he's not. Does he have like a list before he goes live?
Yes. He had
That's cool.
Spawn, but I wouldn't go stay on there for 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's the homie Young Jay, by the way. He seems to be.
oh yep.
okay.
I know what he made the native figure. He made
yeah,
that.
the salve.
Yep, the salve. Yep. No, I seen that. Man, shout out to it. That's dope. That's dope.
Young, I call him
get
Young
him on
Jay.
the show
What
sometime,
does he go by now? Did he change his name in the game?
It was Illuminati.
What does that mean?
Shout out to Jay.
It's like Illuminati, but he's the illest. He's not ill. He's the illest of the Illuminati.
Illest
Come on, you
Illuminati.
can't connect that, P?
I mean, I get it, but it just doesn't make
What's that?
sense.
well, neither does Big
Illuminati.
P unless you have a really big P.
I've heard rappers called Big B, and I'm thinking that's just the weirdest.
What's
way to
I
Cedric-
don't
go
like
about
my
it.
rap
Cedric
name.
the
dude. That's
Entertainer
why I
was-
changed it to Torpedo John.
Was that Kings of Comedy? Was Cedric was like, motherfucker want me to call him Delicious.
A dude?
Yeah, I call a grown man Delicious.
That reminds me of the Prince, when Prince was like, do a song with Michael Jackson, and he's like, who's gonna sing Your Butt Is Mine? Because he's like, I'm not gonna sing it to you, and you damn sure ain't gonna sing it to me. And I was like, no, Prince is gay. Come to find out, I was like, Prince wasn't gay.
No, yeah.
He's like, Michael Jackson, ain't nobody finna be saying no butt is mine. What? Another
By the
guy
way, when
sounded-
doves cry, fire,
Oh yeah,
fire,
great
classic.
So that's why Michael Jackson and Prince never did a song, by the way.
that's right.
True story, look it up.
I won't, but I will look up the Charlie Murphy Prince story every time.
That's true too.
You watch? I know it is. You ever watch the Chappelle Show?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
The Charlie
Yeah.
Murphy story about
I was
Prince.
kind of young. I mean,
Oh
He
my
said
god!
Charlie Murphy wasn't lying. That really happened.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I was just listening.
You have
to
to find this episode when you go home tonight. It's on like what is it on?
HBO and Netflix now, right?
Not Netflix.
no, because he didn't he have him take it off?
Yeah,
No,
but
it's back
I heard
on
they got it
Netflix
back up.
though. It
Okay.
is.
Yeah, because they paid him finally.
Oh,
So-
yep.
There's 2 episodes with Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories, bro, and one's Prince and one's Rick James.
Rick
And-
James, yeah,
and
with the
they're-
couch.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember that. Yep.
Oh yeah, that's,
I had a
Rick James, bitch.
we some of us kids got held back in high school when I lived in a different town, and the teacher, one of the teachers, I ain't gonna say his name, but he let us all watch it. That Rick James.
What?
Fuck yo cow. Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So,
I got a C in that class. I didn't do nothing in shop, man. I was so bad at welding. I don't know why it was, but I was so bad at it that now that I passed. I mean, I just went back, found some that were already done, polished that shit off, and I was like, bam. And he's like, okay, C. I was like, cool, that's all I need.
Yeah, I was the same way.
I'm terrible, man. At school, I am so bad, bro.
I don't form well in that structure environment like that.
Oh, whatever, bro. I had marketing classes.
Marketing was different.
I
That was
know.
cool.
That shit was cool as fuck.
Hey, you guys.
We had this teacher. What's up?
I don't want to interrupt, but it's so white out there. I think someone just asked me for a cup of mayonnaise.
With a straw?
They
That's
probably
one thing
flung
that
a
I'm
cup of
not
mayonnaise at
about.
you.
Bonfire and
Mayonnaise.
country music. Bonfire and country music.
I'm just talking shit. What up there?
Go down to Amarillo.
Are they bumping like
Made
some
her
Hank
put her
Williams
ass
out
up
there?
and
Some
bite
country
her
music.
pillow.
Yeah, they're gigging.
Oh yeah, that's man.
Hey,
Can
man,
I try
get it.
one of the hustle sticks? And can you talk about that for a second?
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
yep.
Where's it from? Hustle Sticks.
So this is my Uncle Joe's brand, man. He's been pushing it for a while. This is right now. This is a 6-in-1. I was supposed to bring the singles, but they were out. So by the way, everybody in Spokane, ask your local dispensary to get these because they're selling out fast.
Hell yeah.
So this was the last thing that I could find, and this was 6-in-1. And there's 2 different strains on this, but it's like 6 different. He called in too.
I didn't
He wrote it
guess.
down. I was like,
He was
didn't
talking
guess
fast.
talking fast. There's
I caught
like
CBD and I
First time
caught.
you showed me it.
Oh, you said one of the other ones earlier.
there's
Fuck.
oil, wax, shatter, keef, CBD, and bud.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, bro,
So
this is cracking me up. It's great work, but it's just cracking me up.
that's the down south movement, man. Hold on, look at that. I be doing all these little things. Look at every race, man. We be doing those mullets.
What is
Well,
it?
that-
The shag. It's called the
Hey,
shag.
that's my boy right there.
I think I saw the homegirl's son on there too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You did that?
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
The shag.
And then what's up with the?
I shoulda got the
he's
mullet before I cut
Washington
my shit.
Rec, right?
Yeah, you
and
should-
and
you
then
can
he's
still get it
based
now.
Out of, was it
Maryhill.
Maryhill.
Come on
Yeah,
with that shit.
There you go. Yep. Here, I'll open it up for you.
It's a good name for it, too. Hustle
Hey.
Sticks.
Help me talk Mike into getting a mullet.
I was gonna get a mullet before I cut my hair off. Someone said they're gonna hook it up, and they bullshitted. And
First
didn't.
time I
Shit
met him,
grows
he had a
fast
mullet.
as fuck, bro.
I don't know if it
telling
was
you right
real
now,
or a wig,
man.
though.
I promise. I'm one of the best. I'm not trying to even sound like that, but with mullets is my favorite haircut to give.
Oh, shit.
I'm not joking. And not because
How
it's
many
not
do
like
you give?
I actually a lot, but like if you've seen that,
No
it's like
shit.
from different people, bro, because it's different. It's not like hillbillies anymore. Like
Right.
the down south, like Houston, like Texas, they brought like the shag. You know what I'm saying? So now like black dudes are getting it, Hispanic kids are getting it, and then you got kids from like Stockton and all them. They rock the shag too.
Next time I
So-
gotta go to a show or a fight or a function or something, I'm gonna come get one of those. For
Yep.
you.
Yo,
Gotcha.
man.
Show up different with some shades on.
Yeah.
We're talking. I was talking to the home girl on Twitter, Sammy, that was here before, and she was talking about the black girl mullet, and I was like, she's like, yeah, this was popular back home. I was like, I literally have never seen any black woman I know wear that shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh yeah, St. Louis is a little different.
I don't remember that. What the fuck?
Because I got a mohawk for the movie we did in October,
Uh huh.
and fuck, it felt weird, but it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it felt different. Because I usually just get the same fade the past 20 years. You know what mean?
I just like things that are different because people
Yeah.
come in there like, oh, give me a taper or give me a ball fade. You know what I'm saying?
You ever
But-
get the same fade every 20? Do you go to the same person, or have you been going to different people? Like, do they fuck it
No.
up and you're like, you failed me?
Yeah, a lot of times. Like when I moved to Portland, it took me like 3 or 4 years to find someone that I liked, and it was an Asian lady that was up the street from the dispensary.
I don't know
where
why
I
I've
work.
heard that about Portland.
Was
Yeah.
it the,
In
was it the
Seattle.
Asian lady by
Yeah.
CJ's house? Because she
No, it was
trimmed
on-
my
it
shit
was-
too.
It was on Hawthorne, and it was called like Bar BBQ Barber or something
Bro.
like that. It was weird because it
I
seemed
think-
like it was a barbecue type name, but
think
it
it
was a
just-
barbershop.
Maybe it takes a while to find a place that you like. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I don't know. Like somebody that's cool,
Yep. It's not just the
calm,
cut.
nice to you.
It's
You
not
know
just
what I
the-
mean?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's not the
absolutely.
The Asian barber is the only place where I got the straight razor trim of the neck, the hot
Yeah,
towel,
she was legit.
straight razor here, and I'm like, I'll hook it up.
Man,
Don't.
I'm so lost
but-
right now.
And it was only $15.
You should go to a barber
But
shop.
if you're gonna
bro.
cut me,
I
make sure
haven't
you
been
hit
to
my
got
jugular.
my hair cut since I was getting the Lloyd Christmas.
Just go get the treatment, dog. Lloyd Christmas.
Quan is fire at those bald shaves. He kills it, man.
I think TJ should get the Kimbo slice braids. Bald on top, braids on the side. Bun in the
Not
back.
just two giant ones.
Hey, you seen
like
you
MJG?
seen Coolio
Coolio,
shit?
yeah.
He needs to let it go. I think he's got alopecia or something because he's got like 2 braids and the
That's
rest.
why he
of his
rocks the
head's
hat,
bald.
though. You can't tell.
So goddamn
TJ sipping
Coolio.
wine or liquor?
Both.
Did you
yeah,
burn
yeah.
yourself?
Both.
I forgot. This
drink?
one is no, I don't drink.
Oh, nothing.
What you drinking right there?
Smoke.
Water.
You do
this
caffeine?
Was ginger drink.
You drink coffee?
I don't drink nothing except for water.
Hawaiian
I can't.
ginger.
Can't.
This
Why not?
This was because actually that's a crazy story.
Sorry
too.
if that's a personal
No,
question.
no. Actually,
Can I get one of the Obama ones?
Oh yeah,
That's
so
just I've
there's
never heard anybody
Obama
say
in this
that
one,
before.
and
Yo, that's
ice
smart
cream
as
cake.
fuck though. You only drink water. That's,
Yeah, that is genius.
So let me-
Not tea or nothing? No tea.
Only organic. My wife is very organic. But
Okay.
so what happened? I was a little bit younger one summer, and I was outside hanging out with a cousin, and all of a sudden I started feeling funky, and like all of a sudden my vision went out, and then my hearing went out, and I was like, damn, like I can't see, I can't hear
what the
nothing.
fuck?
It was a ringing, and I passed out. Right, and when I woke up, I was like, weird. I don't have none of that now. So I knew that when I sleep it goes away, but it was like an instant headache. And so then from there I started realizing what I can and can't because my grandma has some issues, you know. And so I haven't drinking pop in 7 years. I haven't eaten. There's certain things I can eat and I can't eat. Like I can't eat too much chocolate or sugar. It's not diabetes. I went everywhere, man. I've been to normal doctors. I've been to the native clinics. I've been everywhere, and they have no idea what's wrong with me. So I just figured out that in the morning I have to drink water throughout the whole day, or I will lose my vision and pass out. And like I can't hear. And I went to and I have to eat a certain amount a day too because I have such a fast metabolism that if I don't eat a certain amount of protein or stuff, my body will just stop working.
Damn.
So I don't drink it, man. I don't drink anything that has anything in it. That's
Yo,
good
that
for
is
me.
fucking crazy, bro.
You drink a gallon of
Good
water
for
a
you,
day.
bro. Good for you.
Maybe more. I don't know. I drink, or maybe less. Sometimes, because when I'm cutting, you're working against the time. You know what I'm saying? So when I can, I'll just get a drink and I'll go back at it. So I don't know how much I'm really drinking.
I was drinking a gallon of water a day for a couple months, and I never felt better to tell you the truth. Like I didn't get headaches ever.
Oh, yep. I think this
Now I be
side
getting
is-
headaches. I'm like, man, I think I
Ice
need to
cream
start
cake.
drinking water again.
When I was in Arizona, like water intake is a very necessary thing in
Mm-hmm.
the desert. And if you get a headache when you don't drink.
Yo, I've been looking at Arizona, and I found a comfortable medium, like Flagstaff or something, or like halfway between Flagstaff and Phoenix, because Phoenix is too much. I was like, Tucson's too much. What about like Flagstaff? Flagstaff gets a winter, but like in between there's another city, and you're like, comfortable medium.
Move to Jerome, man.
It's 60 right now.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention these little half-gram things. They come with 6, but I did take 2 out for my mom because she went and got them for me from my uncle. So these come with 6, but
Fucking legit.
there's
bro.
4 just for you
Legit.
guys. So
Oh, yeah.
Thumbs up from Katie
Appreciate
Kane,
it.
ladies and gentlemen. Thumbs
Oh,
up.
yeah, that's what's up. Good
What?
look
So
at
what
that.
is it like, Keef?
It's a hella
Yeah,
infused
Keef,
joint. It's got
shatter,
keef and all that
oil,
shit.
bud, CBD. I missed one. Shatter. Did I say shatter already?
I think
No.
Flour.
Oil, wax. You didn't say wax.
Wax.
Well,
Yeah.
oil is wax.
Yeah, here I'll let
Well,
you.
no,
So you
look
got
at them.
different kinds of oil in there. So you got.
I don't
bud,
put wax in my car for my
Shatter.
wax change, P.
Hold it if you want.
Yeah.
This
Pete?
one's for
Probably
you
got-
anyways.
What do you know,
Keef.
anyways?
I wonder if it's probably got distillate or fucking some shit like that in it, or
Yeah,
it
this
said shatter oil wax.
I don't know what shatter is. I
Shatter
don't
is
know.
oil too. Wax. It's the wax is like the consistency. It looks like earwax. Shatter looks like a piece of glass.
So there's bud and 5 different kinds of, or 4 different kinds of concentrates, plus some CBD. I don't know if it'd be CBD flour or CBD concentrate as well, but
Is that
either
one of
way.
those?
This last one's for you, mate.
I appreciate it, bro.
Does
Those
it
are
taste
really
good?
legit. Yeah. Yeah, you should try one.
I did try. I hit one on the grand opening, and
really?
just because I was there, you know what I'm saying. Like I had obviously, I mean, and man, I was so high for some. My body does not do well with any sort of substance. Even as a kid, like if I smoked a little weed or something, I'd be high for way too long. Or if I drank, like I'm telling you right now, like my girl and my mom were like, you got to drink something on there, and I was like, But if I drink like one Corona or whatever, I'm drunk for like 3 hours. No joke. Like my body's just like instantly drunk. So
Yo, Kendrick Lamar said he was high for a week the first time he smoked weed or some shit like that.
yeah, my body.
He also said 4 dudes in a room when he was first tossed, and that bar kind of confused me.
Wait, what?
Especially,
What'd he
how many
say?
were there the second time?
I don't know. This
First
dude,
time
this
he
dude,
was
he put out
tossed.
this thing on YouTube. He said the most unintentionally gay lyrics in hip hop, and number one was, "When I first met you, my thought was a trip. You look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick."
Well, yeah, that was Biggie.
You can't unexplain that. And then Numbskull from the Loonies, he takes sacks to the face whenever he can. You know he's talking about weed, but it still sounds, you know, cannabis. Oh, what did he say? Cannabis. Check it out. Check it out. You may have more cash than me, but you ain't got the skills to eat a rapper's ass like me.
Oh man.
I know what you're trying to say, but yeah, then they had the Kendrick Lamar. He's like, 4 dudes in the room. First time I was tossed. I'm like, okay.
Oh yeah, talking about drugs, but you never know.
I love those unintentional. Funny,
Red man,
funnies.
I got 2 Tic Tacs in my mouth and a big dick.
Yeah, that's pretty blatant. Huh? That's pretty right there.
Oh, that's awesome.
What I think he's
Misplaced
trying.
commas.
What I think he's trying to say is that he has 2 Tic Tacs in his mouth, and he is the owner of a big dick.
Right.
That's what I want to think he's saying, but maybe not. Red man, get on the podcast.
Yeah.
Red
50
man.
Cent punked out.
There's so many just funny ass raps that are like that.
Big had the most.
Yeah. I saw like a compilation of his one time.
I'm in his ass while he played for the Utah Jazz.
What?
I'm in his ass while he played for the Utah Jazz.
I'll be
In
damned.
his ass.
I think he wants him to say he's banging the dude's wife while he played for the Utah
Because
Jazz.
he has a song
in
about
his-
that.
like his
In
woman-
his ass belongs to him,
Okay.
but not his on his body.
Yeah.
The ass on her body.
It's his piece of ass.
I feel like you should go through a lot of people before you put something out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, listen to this. Is there any gay
Yeah.
things in there? I mean, no disrespect to gay people.
I
but,
don't
like,
think
if-
Big cared.
Like if you,
Is there any shit that shouldn't be
yeah,
in there?
am I gonna
Period.
sound weird if
Yeah.
I put this out? You should go through a select few.
What did Jada say? I'll give him a French kiss. Okay.
Well, that's what always funny, like with like SNL recently too, when people are like trying to push back on some of their skits. They're talking about how many channels it had to go through for approval before they did it on air.
Yep.
And music should probably go through the similar
Yep.
steps sometimes.
Peter Yan, you better win your fight because I'm coming on that ass, boy.
Underground shit.
I'm coming
doesn't
for that
have
ass. Pause.
Yeah, yeah.
Raw, unfiltered fucking game, son. It's raw.
Yeah, we're just talking about the fucking big
BBB
names.
pod, huh?
So yeah, we were just talking about big name. I'm sure there's plenty of underground shit, misunderstood
It's
lyrics.
just, dude, like independent films. There's some fucked up shit out there, bro.
Speaking of Risky, did you guys see his short film he posted
No,
today?
I did see that
No.
today, and
That was some twisted shit.
I have not seen it yet.
It was on Instagram.
No, I
No,
think
it's
it
on
was
Facebook.
on the book.
Yeah, I'm not allowed on there.
Book.
Oh my god, he was like this. He said it. He described it as like this is my most like absurd or
Yeah.
awkward short film I've filmed yet.
How long
And so I
was
was like, well, now it was probably less than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Probably about 5 or so. It just felt like forever because it was terrifying. You're just like, what the fuck is going on with this shit? And
Now I
it was
wanna
like,
watch it.
yeah, it was like, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely cool. It was just like, where I'm lost in the message. What was the message I'm supposed to
Okay.
get from this video? I'm just
Damn
fucked
it,
up
now
right
I'm
now for no
watching.
reason.
Sometimes
It made me not want to have a cheeseburger for a little while.
medium is the message, you know?
Are you a fight fan, bro?
Kind of. I mean,
Kinda.
I don't know.
Like street
Yeah.
fights.
No, I mean like Kimbo Slice days.
kidding, I'm just
Fire.
kidding.
It's
But
like MMA, boxing.
I mean, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know. Like, I don't really know them by names.
I was just gonna ask you what your thoughts for this
Yeah.
tomorrow's card was, but
I watched last weekend.
These
Had
guys try to
tacos.
give me shit for not knowing enough fighters' names. I'm like, fuck y'all, man. You know what
I said,
I don't
I said, who's the
I'm
best?
the same with the rappers shit that you guys are talking
Who's the
about.
best boxer out right now, Paul? And Paul's like, oh, I don't know, Oscar De La Hoya,
Oh, shut up, fool. Shut up.
Julio Cesar Chavez. He was pretty badass. Who, him
There's
or his
this
son?
new guy.
He has a son.
Sugar Ray Leonard.
I was really fond of Muhammad Ali. I watched his last fight last week.
I gotta say also,
My TV wasn't working. It was in black and white.
those hustle sticks are legit. I don't.
You smoking
usually,
it right now?
Yeah, I don't
Oh, they-
usually smoke oil.
they smoke nice,
I'm
yo.
fucking high. I took like 5 or 6
Yeah,
pulls
definitely.
and just set it back
Dope.
down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, TJ and Kane, who y'all got?
Tomorrow?
You got Edwards or
Bilal,
Bilal?
I got Bilal.
I don't
He looked
really
good in
know.
his. He looked good in his last fight, and it was only 30 days ago. And Leon Edwards hasn't fought for like 2 fucking years, bro.
I'm more excited to watch
Leon Edwards is
David Benavidez in the
tune his-
boxing ring.
Breaks.
Think so?
Yeah, he's gonna fuck him up.
Okay. What does Vegas say?
I don't know.
Is
Look.
Vegas saying what you're saying? Probably.
Call Vegas.
I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Hello, Vegas.
I bet
This
Vegas
is the
saying what
BBB
you're saying.
podcast.
That's another reason why I take Bilal too, because he's probably the underdog.
Well, I mean,
But it's-
His name's Bilal?
that's his first name, Bilal, like the singer, Belal.
Okay.
Bilal Muhammad. Is that his name?
Is that skinny dude?
Oh, I
Who's the
don't have
skinny
no
dude?
cash. I'll bet you $5 though.
Oh, we got some money.
I'll
You heard it
Venmo
here
to
first,
you.
folks.
You heard it here.
One time,
$5?
there was a bet placed
Okay.
on BBB
Yeah, buddy.
between Katie Kane and On.
is there any other? Is there
What do
any
you
other?
guys? Wait, what's the bet?
Yeah, I missed it.
$5 on Edwards.
How many
he
push-ups
got? He got
in
Bilal.
addition?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
$5 and 5
Do you
push-ups.
guys want to before we move on, because he's not a fight fan? I don't have any interest in that. But there's a girl fight earlier on. I think
Do you like sports?
Oh, is it Angela Hill?
Angela Hill. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I think Angela Hill is
Overkill.
gonna win.
What's she
What
fighting,
sports
though?
you like?
Ashley Yoder.
To be honest,
Oh,
man,
yeah.
it was like
I got Angela Hill.
I was
like
in
her,
too
dude.
deep with it,
too.
and it started
I
stressing
got
me
to do
out.
with the mullet.
So I was like,
Shout out,
sports?
shout out to Lawerence. I got the guy
You
with
can
the
talk
mullet.
about that in a second.
Angela Hill's commentary is also fucking primo, dude.
Hey, she doesn't look good when she fights, like
Nah,
looks wise, but when she's like when she does
dolled
commentary
up,
and she's
hell
dolled up,
yeah,
I'm like,
she's
God
hot,
damn,
bro.
Angela Hill's hot. And then she comes out and she's got all her hair undone and shit, and I'm like, looking kind of rough now, Angela Hill. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I agree. When she dolls up, she's bomb. But when she fights, she's
I think I got a
she's
thing
not
for that
ugly when she fights, but she's not as hot.
Megan
Well, you know,
Anderson chick
She
now.
don't care about looking hot when she's ready to fight.
I started
somebody.
following her on Instagram. I was like, she's kind of hot.
Some girls do though. Some girls wear makeup to the ring and doll up, man. You can see
That
it.
Megan Anderson girl's kind of hot, bro. Follow her on IG. She's like 6'1" though. So that
I
could be
can't help but
intimidating.
laugh sometimes when I follow some of the female fighters on IG when they're talking about like why nobody takes me serious as a fighter, and 90% of their page is them fucking and doms
shaking
and
their
shit.
ass
It's
and
like,
stuff, or like
you're not
the
highlighting your
angles
fight game.
when they're training. Sometimes
Yeah,
I've seen
like,
on Twitter when
you
they're
know what they're
training
doing?
and just ass shaking for one like it's a 2-minute video.
No, that was
and it's
Valerie
like-
Loretta though, and
Oh, she does it all the
she
time.
intentionally does that.
Some sweat.
Like her and
hilarious.
the booty going. Whoa, whoa.
there's some girls you could tell that is for real. Like Rachel Ostovich can't fight, but she's really hot.
Fuck yeah, she is.
She can't fight. Like Paige Van Dant, you can't fight either. But like the chicks you to take serious are the ones that go out there and shave their fucking heads. Like don't
Karate
look at me. And you
Karate
see
Hottie looks good and she
you see Rose Namajunas walking out there looking like 11 from Stranger Things. You know she means fucking business.
Yeah.
She's like, I didn't want hair. I didn't want to be girly because when she was girly girl, I was like, man, Rose is kind of cute. And she's fuck this. I'm gonna come out there look like fucking 11 and beat your motherfucking ass.
She's pretty good.
She looks like she's 11 and she looks like 11 on Stranger Things with a bald head. Like a
that thing y'all were just talking about.
Oh, so I was asking him if he likes like what sports he likes and shit. And he's like, "Well, I got too deep into
Yeah.
them. I got
Oh,
kind of
I'm
stressed
with you
out." And I
on
was like,
that, bro.
bro,
I am
it
with
just
you.
becomes a point where they don't even know we exist. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, why am I stressed out over a Knicks game? So
Yeah.
"Well, that's the truth." So we're and Kane's been preaching this a lot because I am a sports junkie, and
Right.
you know what I mean. It's why I enjoy sports. So it is what it is, you know.
Right.
But
can't
like,
play though. He got bad knees.
oh, I got a bad back.
It's hard to run with 3 legs, right, P?
It's actually more efficient. You wouldn't think.
That's why he's got a bad back.
It's like a weird horse, right? For
He's,
real.
he's like a weird horse.
Oh
Motherfucker.
man. But I
It's the
don't know,
only
man.
compliment he gets.
Because like I think Mike and I we watch football on Sundays, you know, for 20 weeks a year, like,
Religiously.
from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. all day.
Like,
Sunday,
don't talk
you
to
know?
them about anything else other than the football. It's fucking annoying.
I mean,
If Russell Wilson goes to the Bears, I'm not watching NFL again.
but it's just
I don't believe
it
you
is,
because you don't just watch Seahawks games. You watch every game. All
If
day
Russell
long.
Wilson
it's
goes to the
exhausting,
NFL, if Russell
man.
Wilson goes to Chicago Bears, I'm a Chicago Bears fan.
That's how I feel about Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
For real,
Portland?
for real. Like, so my biggest thing was I was like the biggest Nuggets fan, and then when he had like J.R. Smith and even when he had Allen Iverson, but like then when he went to the Knicks, man, I was so hurt, bro. And I was like, this is making me emotional. Like, why do I give a damn about what this dude is doing? So then when he went to the Knicks, obviously I was a huge Knicks fan, and then all of his weird stuff happened, and
He's
logged
balling
for a
out
little
right
bit.
now.
And then he went to Portland, bro, and I'm thinking, now you're closer to me. You know what I'm saying? So, and I was always a Damian Lillard fan.
Right.
So, like, I watch it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not, like...
If they
Not
lose,
into
it's
it.
not ruining your day.
Yeah.
Hey man, we tried. I think we were gonna go to a fucking Portland, LA game. I think.
Yeah.
Me and you, and I don't know if it was super expensive or it was COVID.
It was Kobe's
something.
last season.
You guys were gonna go and leave me out, fucking asshole.
Oh, this was after that. We were gonna go to one before that.
We're gonna go to that's the closest thing, unless they get like
We were gonna
this-
do a lot of shit, and then COVID happened.
the Sonics. Well, we were gonna go. God damn, it was Overeem and who was the main event, and then it was
Karate Hottie was
Karate Hottie and someone else, and I was like, yeah, that sounds dope, and they're like, yeah, you guys can't fucking go.
Yeah.
What you mean I can't fucking go? And all sports are when all sports get canceled, it's a sad day. Kane's like, well, yeah, whatever,
Bro,
motherfucker.
March Madness is here though, dog.
Didn't get canceled.
It-
March
yeah, it did.
Madness is one of the best
for a-
times.
No,
of the
UFC,
year, bro.
UFC was
period.
the first to come back, but everything was done.
They got it together.
And Dana
real
said,
quick.
"Fuck you, suck my dick. I'm going to Abu
One-on-one
Dhabi."
Sport.
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a one-on-one sport. It's a
Yeah.
little bit different, you know. You don't have a roster of men. You need to fucking be, you know.
Yeah, but you
cautious
got
of-
corner men, all that shit. and
But
they're
that,
like,
that
you
fucked with
do,
our
but-
Summer Olympics, man. I need my women's beach volleyball.
Guess
Like,
what?
For real.
We are getting March Madness this year, and I just want that Gonzaga national champion.
I do too.
fucking
I don't.
T-shirt, you know
I
what I'm saying?
I have less
Baylor
faith
lost
in them
again.
this year than usual, but maybe that's gonna help because
We're
usually
stacked, bro.
Yeah, I know, but God,
stacked.
some of these games, it's like
That's another one. That
some of
stresses me
these
out.
games,
Yeah.
like how,
stresses me
what, like the close
can't let-
ones. There was like two.
BYU one.
There was
it's,
two.
It's exciting though. It's good
There was
stress.
two
Yeah, but
close
I
games.
didn't get to catch it.
You can't blow the
Uh,
ass
the-
off
the
these
second
dudes for
half
so
of it, I
long
didn't get
because
to
I
catch the
stopped.
comeback.
I stopped fucking watching it, and I'm like, why would I want to watch this? They're.
It gets
I'm gonna-
tiring
I'm gonna
near
watch
the end of the league.
I'm gonna watch.
season.
I'm gonna watch the first half, and I know where this is going at the end, and it's gonna be like 100 to fucking 50. So I mean, occasionally, because they're human, they freaking go to a game where they win by 10, but usually they're winning by like 20 or 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it matters,
Yeah.
Baylor lost twice.
So we're gonna get matched up against a 16th seed, and probably have to play
Probably some
8 or a 9.
farm team we're gonna beat the shit out of.
8 or 9 will be tough, and then
because
after you
they
that,
were in
you
the
make it to
championship
what?
last year, right?
No, there was no.
There was no championship. I thought they would have made
Okay,
it.
so the last time there was a championship,
No, they weren't.
They weren't. Okay.
They were the year before, I think.
Oh, the year before.
Yeah.
Carolina, fucking Carolina, and then we beat the fucking
That game was just
brakes off
bullshit.
them. What did they do the year before? I remember watching it at the homie's house, and we were watching. I'm like, yep, every motherfucking year. But hey, you know, you make it to the Elite Eight or
There's only
Sweet
one
16,
champion.
which is a pretty good feat. Like out of all the teams, you make it to the top 8 or the top 16
Right.
quite often.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I mean, Mark Few does this thing, but I feel like, man, championship or bust, man.
Yeah, we need a ship.
Just one time. I think
The
that
city
in
is
the
thirsty for a
You see,
ship, bro.
you see the girls, bro.
I saw that they went on a
The
buzzer
girl
beater.
hit the buzzer beater. They all had the flu. And when she hit the buzzer beater, they fucking made sure it fucking counted. And she went and barfed and fucking kicked over a trash
What?
can.
Oh no,
Ralphed. They were all sick
She
They
threw it
let
in
them
the trash
play
can
while they were
Yeah,
and
sick.
Ken
kicked it
kicked
over.
it.
The same one.
because she was stoked. She's like,
Oh, that's a way to leave your mark.
so
That's awesome.
they all had the flu.
They all Michael Jordan.
All
did.
the Gonzaga girls had the flu, and
crazy
LeBron
to
leaves the
see.
game because he has cramps. Drink that in.
Well, you know, there's much higher.
You call
stakes.
it?
Toughed it out
Is
for an
this
hour.
your
I said
king?
that. Like, yeah, I could come hang out
Right.
and get some video. You know what I mean? Because my tooth hurt like a bitch on Sunday night, bros. So I apologize
Oh,
for
is
being
that?
early.
Yeah.
I thought you had COVID-19. I mean COVID-19.
I ate like 5 chips and I was just like, fuck. And I
Tita,
wasn't talking
no
at all.
joke.
But
Yeah.
dude,
Right.
No, I
Same
seen
thing.
you over there. I kept looking at Kane. I was like, he's miserable right now.
yeah.
He's sitting over here like this.
Well, I
He's
knew
got
this-
his- he's
when
got
you
his
weren't
hood- he's
talking.
got
I
his-
was like,
he's
something's wrong because you usually got good questions.
He's
like
got his
something-
hood on like this.
Yeah, and I was cold too, dude. But the only other time it's like that, I used to do ecstasy a lot. There was one night in Post Falls, the powwow weekend, where I woke up on Sunday, and that's how it felt when I was here on Sunday this last week. Like my teeth just hurt, like I'd clench my jaw when I was on ecstasy, and that's how it felt on Sunday night.
My stomach used to always hurt in the morning after eating mushrooms.
Word. But
I don't know if it was from laughing or because I was poisoned.
it took a couple days for it to go away because it like my gums weren't swollen or anything like that, and there wasn't a super big cavity or anything that I could see. I think I did just I just grind it down when I was sleeping that night or something. I don't know.
Damn.
Will you enlighten
do
me
that
on
shit
that?
too,
Why
bro.
does your stomach hurt after you eat mushrooms? Is it because you laugh or is it because you're poisoned?
Yeah, probably because you laughed.
Because I felt like I was like, man, I just did like 100
It
sit-ups.
works the muscle
Yeah.
so
Oh,
much.
your abs,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep.
Because it is.
I thought it was from laughing, and the homie said, no, it's because you were ingesting poison.
That's why you throw up when you eat shrooms. But,
Ooh, I don't throw up.
well, if certain shrooms,
He
will make
throws
you
up on
throw
everything.
Because I can't.
It's not normal. I thought I heard that people always throw up on shrooms.
I
I've
can't-
never.
No? Oh, okay.
I can't stop laughing.
It depends
on
on
shrooms
the mushies
sometimes,
for
dude.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
and it gets uncomfortable when you're fucking constantly fucking clenching your fucking stomach muscles and can't fucking breathe.
Who's all done mushrooms here? Just us three?
No, I did them one time.
Did you puke?
Nope, I did not. But I didn't take that many because I was nervous. My mom had them, and she did it. Mushrooms are her favorite.
Did you
Shout out
like
to your
it?
mom. That's dope.
So here's
that's
what's
wild.
weird about it was I took like 2 stems and 2 caps. Just so I
Stems will
could
get you high
ease-
too.
like a half an eighth or so.
ease my way into it. And then the only thing is I couldn't sleep. And so I would stay awake, but I was laying on the ground and we had like a popcorn ceiling. And I just remember that feeling like it was like little sprinkles or something was coming down. And then I was looking at all my paintings. And I just remember they had like feeling, you know what I'm saying? It gave me like a different inspiration to paint because it felt like it actually had an emotion. So that was like kind of dope. Would I do them again? I don't know. But it was cool. I mean,
Yeah.
felt like a really, really,
Have
really
you ever did
intense-
paintings on weed, man?
It'd be really cool if you did, man.
I did,
Like
I did a lot of
if you
drawings.
did,
I did a lot of
man.
drawings.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when I smoked.
No, I'm just fucking with you. Do you, man?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
But I
Stay
can't
sober.
paint if I'm high
No.
or drunk, whatever. Yeah, I did this. I had like a whole summer where I was painting, and I could only drink a little bit. That way, I was calm. Because obviously you don't want to get caught. But that was like my little calming, and then I could go. But if I'm doing like an actual intricate piece, no, I have to be completely sober.
What's
Same
that
with
you
everything.
drinking right now, bro? It says
Ginger.
Drink more.
There's just
plants.
water in here, but I had like ginger
Yeah, I asked him
Good
that
for,
question
like-
before.
digestion.
Oh,
all
did
that.
you?
Yeah.
Earth to
I just
pee.
fill it with
Yeah,
water.
you did.
Ginger.
you
He
Yeah,
said
I
I
drink-
drink.
I like
He said
motherfucker pee.
he said I drink lots of water. I was like, "Well, you drink a gallon a day, maybe more." And then I cut hair. You don't
So
remember
we
that?
just- asked him what's
revert
in there,
back
though?
to that
It was,
segment
yeah, it
so
was,
P
it
can
was
catch
like
up.
ginger.
There was a whole segment.
Sorry, boys.
No, it's all good.
You ruined the episode and possibly the evening. So
Was it the hustle stick?
It was, bro.
good advertisement. It'll make you forget you on a podcast.
Something about your face.
Man, that's even more. The more I think about it, even more fucking commendable to me that you do all this sober.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, it's cool,
From
dude.
my era,
I can't,
especially,
bro.
it's like so much of some sort of substance, whether it be alcohol, weed, other fucking drugs that people would dabble in. It was always needed to either ease anxiety or get into that mind state, just comfortable with yourself and your art. To be able to do that completely sober, that's huge.
I think what it is my mind. Like I really dumb it down, but my mind sober is me on drugs. Like if I smoke, I like panic myself.
So do
Because
I.
I think too much into something, you know what I'm saying? Whereas when I'm sober, I got all these thoughts constantly happen. It's like raps and like building something and painting and cutting hair, and it's just like constantly happening, but I can like kind of like configure it to where it's like organized. When I'm smoking, I'm just like, oh my God, like how do I get this shit to fit? You know what I'm saying? So, and when I drink, I'm just stupid.
Yeah.
So when I get up on stage and I'm drinking, I forget my lyrics, and it's like I just gotta do this sober.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
but
I
my
get
mind
that.
is like constantly on drugs. So
And I like, because honestly, I believe that you're onto something more people need to play with, of understanding that, because we rely on that shit too
Yep.
much. We depend
That's a
on
crutch.
it.
Absolutely.
And the thing is, when we use it every once in a while to cut loose or get out of our norm, but when it becomes our norm, that's when the problems, I believe, begin. And
So you guys are telling me Jimi Hendrix died for nothing?
didn't he? I heard something about was it acid?
I
With
think
the
it was
bandana?
heroin.
Yeah.
With the bandana when he played, didn't he dip it?
Probably.
I heard that.
It was that right? That
He-
shit's
he played the
brutal.
net.
Or he just put some hits in there. And,
What did he play the
Oh, like
anthem
soak
with his,
into his pores kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Oh shit!
he
my
played the
God.
anthem with his teeth,
That is.
but he died for nothing because
his teeth?
he was always high. I think he played the anthem with his teeth or his tongue.
Well, I mean, we can't say.
Well, you
like,
can never say somebody died for nothing when they left us with forever.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
joking.
I mean, if I told a lot of people this, if it wasn't for drugs, we probably wouldn't have a lot of what we have already. Cartoons.
Uh-oh.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Seuss, like
He's
all that.
spilling
He had
shit.
to have been smoking something.
That one?
So
I didn't spill anything.
Oh, you didn't? Okay.
He's just dropping shit.
I definitely don't have anything against.
What
drugs.
CD you got over there, P?
Drinking dry water, baby.
Oh, that's yours.
I'm on
Good
this.
advertising.
I'm on this.
Like I need promo on the show.
Continue.
Where can you buy it, P? Nowhere. Sorry. Fuck.
Yeah.
I fucked that up big time.
Right here.
Yeah. But no, the human beings, man, I'm learning more and more about myself this
Yep.
year. And I used to be a daily drinker, and it was just it started to feel out of necessity. You know, and I used to fuck with cocaine pretty heavily, and that was when I first felt addiction. When I started feeling like I feel like
Where is
addiction really kicks in when you start asking for fronts.
Right.
Or when you start trying to pay
man.
for things that you can't afford. And when I started getting to those points, I was like, I need to fucking fix my shit. Like
Yeah.
this. Luckily, I never got too deep into
Yeah.
that aspect. But alcohol specifically, I made a lot of mistakes with something.
Well, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Like having that toothache on Sunday, and it made me not want to drink. And I didn't drink all week. I had beers last night, and I'm having beers tonight. But I'm trying to get another streak going too, just because it is, man. It's not healthy to do these things every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
Because
know?
Moderation.
your body starts depending on it too, and then it could end up resulting to where you actually your body
You
does
need
need it,
Yeah.
and that's when the real problem can kick in.
Oh, hell
and
yeah.
so like luckily I was able to catch it, you know, and make some transformations. So now I'll usually go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday night, no alcohol.
Yeah.
And then on Friday for podcasts, you know, of course I'll indulge. Saturday was usually fight nights around my house, so we'll indulge. Sunday's hit and miss, just depending. But I'm still learning myself, you know. And it's huge because more people, especially, I'm gonna continue to express how impressed I am with your age and your knowledge on this stuff, because if more people can realize that at an earlier age, they could save themselves a lot of heartache and a lot of mistakes that we've discussed on the show with other guests that follow you for a long time, if not forever.
Right.
And it seems like you realize that already. So
Yep.
shout out
Dude,
to
I know some-
you, man.
I know some 25-year-olds that is fucked off, bro.
Bro, I know a lot of people.
Fucked off.
Yeah, I know a lot of people.
Like I'm
man.
sure you went to school with a lot of people that you look at them now, you're like, fuck, man, I wish you would have done this
Bro,
instead.
you know what's crazy is when I first moved back to Hilliard, I went to Gary middle school, and it was like a totally different world because I just got back from a small town, and there was like girls pregnant, people doing drugs in the bathroom, fights all the time, kids bring guns, and it was like, I was like, man, these kids are just like out here doing all the time, like this is what they do. But it was just
Wow.
never really fun. Like I was the type of dude like I'm gonna go at night and I'm gonna paint something.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have like a little lookout. Like that was my drug. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
a little
cool
bit
as
of
hell.
adrenaline. And you know what's crazy is my mom was actually my little getaway driver.
No,
Yeah.
man.
'Cause she
Your mom
told
sounds
me.
like cool people.
And she told me, she's like, I don't care what you do as long as you ain't hurting nobody or going to jail. But if you go to jail, don't call me. You know what I'm saying? And
That's
probably
cool,
because she
man.
didn't want to be around a jail.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, because I couldn't tag at my dad's house.
Yeah.
And so I was like, can I tag her? And she's like, I don't give a shit what you do. I tagged on everything.
Yeah.
And finally she's like, I'll be your little getaway driver.
Yeah.
You know? So I hit something up and then jump in the car and we're out. It was like a good bonding moment because she
Yeah.
actually pushed me to do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's huge.
Man,
So
shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
she's cool.
I feel like many parents are not supportive of what their children are passionate about.
Right.
And that's cool that she recognized it.
She's
and
young.
encouraged
She had me when she was young.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I tell her all the time, I was like, you're not my mom. Like, you're my mom, but I don't feel like you're like an older sister.
Yeah.
Like, her parents are like my parents. Like, those, if I was like to smoke or drink, like, she encouraged that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, party. But
Yeah.
I was like, not to like make her sound bad, but she was more like, why are you always in the house?
Yeah, she wanted you to explore.
Yeah, like, go
you know,
out and do stuff.
find yourself.
I was like playing basketball and like I said, painting and doing stuff like that. And so I was like always inside if I wasn't playing basketball or painting. And so so she finally was like, okay, well, he likes to like get into some trouble. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Go paint something. And so that was like our little niche. And yeah.
Yeah, that's huge, man. Parenting is tough. You said you got a couple kids.
Yeah, I got two of them.
Yeah. How's your oldest?
He's 3.
3.
And I'm working on this right now. I think, like I said before, me and my dad had like a weird situation going on where he wasn't very good. He didn't have a dad. His dad died when he was really young, so he was new. You know what I'm saying? He didn't know how to be a dad, and he had a lot of depression and stuff he's working with. So with me, is like now I can start off here with no depression, or like if depression hits, I know how to work with it.
Yeah.
But I can start off right here with no addictions, no outside business. I can start right here just with my kids. I can talk to them every day. What do you like to do? Okay, you like this? I don't really like that, but I'm gonna push you to do it because I care about you and I care about your future.
Yeah.
So like I said, if my kid, like obviously I don't like dancing, but if my son was like, yo, like I'm trying to do gymnastics, I'm like, okay, every meet, you know what I'm saying? I'm there whenever you need me.
Right.
So it is huge, man, because when you have like a parent that's on one side and you got a parent that's on one side and you feel like, it's like, if I do this, you're going to be pissed. And if I do this, you're going to be pissed. And it's like, that's a terrible way to do it. So I told my wife, if you and me ever were to break up, like, these are our main priorities.
Yeah.
Because we already lived our life for the most part. I mean, we're 25, but like for them, they're just starting this shit out. Yeah. And with the world that they're living in, like they already got too much going on to have shitty parents.
Yeah.
And it's like, she didn't have that great of an upbringing either. And it was just like, now's the time that we can focus and we can break all those chains.
Yeah.
And we're not teaching our kids to do it. You don't have to be. I think I said in that one Survival of the Fittest, kids think they got to sell dope just to be dope. Yeah. And that's like, these kids have these influences where they go outside and these kids are like, oh man, you want to gangbang? You want to carry this pistol? And it's like, that's what these kids are being raised. You know, you look up on YouTube and it's nothing but booty shaker, like little girls. Now, OnlyFans is a career choice. Yeah. Selling drugs is a career choice. And it's like I was telling him, when I was a kid, you went outside and people were like, man, you trying to play baseball? And then we play baseball for the day. Yeah. You trying to go down to the street and get some, drink like Arizona teas? That's what we did. So now these kids just have a different outlook, and I need my kid. I actually got something crazy. I told myself that by the age of 12 of my son, he will know how to run a business. He will know everything about himself that he needs to know, and he will be able to run a business. But my first way of doing this is every chore is going to be worth a certain amount of points. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is once they're done doing that chore, at the end of the month, they're going to get a paycheck. But I'm going to take taxes out. Okay, so then at this point, they learn how to deal with being paid to where they're not just giving money. Yeah. So they know how to save. And not only that, but if whatever you want, you're buying. Whatever you need, I'm going to buy. Because that's how my mom did it. Yeah, I'm not going to get you what you want for Christmas. I'm going to get you toothbrushes. I'm going to get you, T-shirts. What you need, I'm going to do. But I'm also going to give them a bill. So lights, electricity. Because not only are you teaching them that like, oh, I need to shut that shit off. I need to unplug that. Yeah. So you're keeping my shit down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But they're doing it because they're like, I got a bill at the end of the month. So you're helping them, learn. Kids are a lot smarter than what we give them credit for. Yep. I'm not going to lie about something. My son was a year old. And I was in the bathroom stall. And I had him on the toilet. I was trying to teach him how to potty train. And I was like, damn, I got a marker on me. I'm going to tag up the stall. So I tag it. Well, next day, I go to work, and my wife was like, your son tagged our walls. And I was like, like, I didn't think about that. I mean, he's a year old. But this kid, like, got into my stash of markers and went and drew.
I won't be like daddy.
And so that, like, now I'm learning, like, kids, like, will watch something and they can repeat it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I want my kids to know.
See how quick these kids these days learn how to operate these smartphones and tablets and things, computers, video games. They're super intelligent. Yep. They really are.
What would you say to a kid that thought drinking oranges and orange juice would make him see better because it was vitamin C?
I love the silence.
If that was a joke, I'd be like, you're a genius.
No.
But if you like,
it's a real story of my son.
Oh. That's funny, man. That's comedy.
It's funny, but my son's 14, so he's kind of a dumbass for that one. Okay. I love you, son. He's a very smart kid, but yeah, that was a fucking, as my grandma would call it, a dodo moment. That's for sure.
No, that's the best one. I was talking to my partner yesterday, and he's like talking about his little buddy, and he's like, he said, yo, my son looks at me and he says, do you know why he's older than me and bigger than me? He's like, no, why? He's like, because he stands on his tippy toes. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. He's like, but you got to think of the logic. And I'm like, yeah, I'm catching.
But then
you,
again,
bro.
I know a 45-year-old who's 12 years older than I am, who I met when I was like 24 or something like that, right? And when I reunited with him a couple years ago, he's like, man, how old are you now? I'm like, well, you're 12 years older than me. He's like, yeah, but that was then. How much older am I than you now?
What?
I said,
That's a
don't
grown-up
change-
person?
That was Russell, man.
Oh, was it?
That was Russell, man.
Yeah, he's like 50 now.
I was like, what the fuck?
Shout out to Russell.
Yeah.
Russell was 13.
But before I pass, I'm going to pass the
He
mic
was
to
kidding,
Ken in a
right?
minute so I could take a look.
Huh?
But I want to
Said he
praise
was
you on
kidding,
that.
right?
That's
I
huge,
don't think so.
especially 25 with, you got 2 kids?
2 kids.
That's, you know, still a semi-young parent, right?
Yep.
And those are great values to instill already because my daughters, I took them to the store. They got like $10 from their my mom the other day, right? And they're super excited. You take me to the store. Take me to the store. I said, well, go tomorrow. Spend your money. It's yours. And it was dope because they go to the store with me all the time, right? And they say, can we get this? Can we get that? And I'm usually, yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Or no, we don't need that right now, right?
Right.
But they do it so carelessly when they're asking me to pay for it.
Yeah.
But with their money, you could see their thought process and how do I want to spend my money?
Yep.
Dude, my
And-
kid, the
yeah.
same thing. I remember he was
Yeah.
5 or 6 and he had $20
Yeah.
and he fucking took like 30, 40 minutes
Yeah.
to decide on.
And I
which
did. I
thing he
was.
gonna
I remained patient. I was like, I'll stay here for hours and watch them do
Yeah.
this because
Me
this
too.
is dope.
Yeah.
I was like, they're putting serious thought. And
and-
so when we
Bro.
got home, I was like, it's different spending your own money, isn't it? Like, yeah.
I kind of think my nephew would just walk in and see something and be like, that's what I want.
Nah, because I would try to pitch certain things too. I'd be like, yo, check out this
Make it work for
transformer
some
right
money.
here, man. This shit's pretty tight. It's only $16. You
Yeah.
can get this transformer and get this little small Ninja Turtles Lego man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yep.
he's like, nah, I want to go and look at this. And then he'll sit there and hold it and look at it. All right, let me go check out something else. You know? And if fuck, that shit's cool, man. I love shit like that.
It ain't much of a consolidation prize. Maybe it is because my son's quite a bit older.
Yeah.
But he worked last summer
Oh, he had a job?
just for a little bit.
Okay.
Like 1 month or something.
What was he doing?
He was up at Walmart just doing whatever. But he was God, I think he was 15.
That was how old I was when I got my
So
first job.
so usually, man, I mean, most kids I couldn't work in a kitchen. You know, you can't use knives and shit. So I got like my first job when I was like 16. But he was able. He still got some money left because I managed we the joint account through like Spokane Teachers Credit Union or some shit. But he managed to save. He managed to save his whole salary for the summer. He still got money left over right now.
That's cool.
And I'm like, you know,
Good job, kid.
that was
yeah.
big for him because he likes like I was like, you said buy them what they need and not what they want. Like he wanted, I was like, I'll buy you shit kicker shoes. You know what I'm saying? But like them Air Force Ones that you want that he keeps in his room that are ultra fucking clean. He fucking wears them once in a while, scrub them with a brush.
Yeah.
He bought them himself, and those were expensive shoes. And he was able to save his salary for I want to say he worked 2 months, and like I'm saying, he still got a little bit of money left. So I'm like, man, that was big on him.
Yeah.
But he's a little bit older. But like when he's saying the kids earn their money,
They take care of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
they'll
that's really
take care of
cool.
their shit.
That's
That's
another
smart.
story because I recently moved back from Phoenix in March of last year. I got to have my son come visit for 4th of July weekend for like 3 or 4 days, and he's into Beyblades or whatever, and he wanted to get one of the stadiums. And I was like, if you cut the grass, I'll pay you $20. And he's like, the stadium I want's 50. He's like, cool. He goes, yeah, then I only need to make 30 more bucks. I'm like, cool. So after he finished cutting the yard, my lady was like, here, I'll give you $20 too. And he's like, no way, now I only need 10 more bucks. You know what I mean? And so we go to the store to go and look. And the last time he had been to the store, it was 50, but we found one at Target up there that was 35. And he's like, oh man, it's $35. And I'm like, you got 40? You can afford it.
What was it
And-
called?
Beyblades, it's
what
spinning
is it?
toss, but it was a stadium, right? The where you drop them in and they fight in the stadium. Yeah. And so he still went and looked at a couple more things, and then I was like, "You gonna get it?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm probably not gonna find a deal like this in Portland or anywhere else." I was like, "Yes, kid!" Like, you know.
Yeah.
And it was cool to just see him make his enough money to get the thing, go and see the thing for a good price, still hold off, and then be like, nah, they only got 2 left, and that's $15 cheaper than the last time I saw it, so I'm gonna grab it right now.
I heard,
yeah.
I heard
You know what I mean?
Oregon
Like,
got sales tax now. Is that true?
No, on weed, there's tax.
And I used to
on
get
weed.
like a pack of cigarettes for like $4 or $5 out there, and then you buy a PlayStation. You ain't got no tax on a PlayStation. You just give them a little $300. You ain't got to pay three fucking
Yeah, well, that's
$70.
if you buy a car, buy it in Portland. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
no tax.
Yeah.
What did Mac Dre say? He's like, I went to Portland to buy my shoes. The bitch bought them with no tax.
Yeah. Well, that's why, I mean, I spent 2 or 3 years out there as a kid. And so we would try to go school shopping out there. If we couldn't make it to Portland, we'd come to Spokane. But that's why we would go to Portland to school shop, because it's like if you're going to spend a couple $100,
That's like the
know,
Tri-Cities
that's an
homies
extra
ritual.
20. Yeah, dude. You know
They're
what
like,
I mean?
yo, either we're gonna go to some people, even my Nespelem people, they're like, yeah, we're finna go to the city for the weekend. I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. They're like, yeah, Spokane. I'm like, you go to the city. Thought you was like, like Seattle or something. Or they go to Portland,
Chicago,
Seattle,
yeah.
Seattle, Portland, or Spokane. We're gonna go to Northtown Mall and buy some shit.
Oh man.
I'm like, damn, what do you guys do up there? Drink.
Yeah. The Valley Mall is actually pretty popping.
Yeah, I bought Eminem's fucking Marshall Mathers LP at the Valley Mall
Valley?
when I was buying school clothes, like my
You know,
junior year of high school.
I fucking hate the Valley Mall for some reason. Maybe it's because I'm from the north side.
I haven't been.
I don't like it for some reason. I can't
It's
find
like
shit.
it's one of those things where like I feel like the north side one is now it's better, but that was more like for kids and teenagers and
Last time I
know.
was at the Valley Mall, I think when I was working at or doing work for the Christmas Bureau, but I sat in one spot. the
Not
whole
that I
time.
give a shit about the mall or anything. You know what I'm saying? But
But what about it's legging season, bro? It's legging season.
I might be downtown at that little mall down there. You know what I'm saying? I
That's
think that's
more like
the best
rich.
mall.
I feel
yeah.
like I feel like the downtown mall is more richy. It's like more expensive.
Old
Yeah.
Nordstrom, yeah.
Yeah, it must feel nice to go to the rich places since you ain't got no
Go to
kids.
Nordstrom and ride the escalators there.
Must be nice
High
to go
class
to the.
barber.
I said, tell P, it must be nice to go to the rich people mall since you ain't got no kids or responsibilities, no car payments.
You have a wife?
No, I'm
Girlfriend?
single, no kids, bro.
Living it.
It's weird, man.
And he
Most
hates
of my
it.
friends have families.
He
And
hates it.
it's strange for sure. Yeah.
It's definitely like it's a weird thing at first, but it's like
So
it's
you're
worth
out,
it.
so you're out Royal Oats.
Yeah. Well,
Sell them.
that's what
So
I keep
you're
bugging you
Royal
about
Oaks.
doing music and shit
So
like
am.
that too, Big P, because you do have less distractions, and that's why I'm
Yeah.
I want to encourage my friends to create and complete projects and put them out for other people to listen to and look at.
P, write a skit.
get it.
I don't know. I have a busy weekend laying in my bed eating pizza and watching football replays.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's
I watch a lot of football
yeah.
replays.
What the
That's how
fuck?
fucking exciting.
Yo,
my life
P, you
is.
finna be busy? You want to go shooting this weekend? I don't know. I might be busy. I think I'm gonna lay in bed, eat pizza, and watch football replays. I'm like, fuck.
That's not what I said.
Yes,
fool.
it is.
I was just like,
that's
I don't know.
That's almost
I'll
verbatim.
let you
He's
when I
like,
wake
he's like,
up.
no, I think I'm gonna lay in bed and eat pizza all day. I might be hungover from Friday.
No.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like it was kind of like that. Yeah.
We were talking about something different when
TJ's like, I think it was like that. I mean, we were saying we're both
Whatever,
wrong. Are we both wrong?
I don't know. You
might
guys
have-
are probably right.
I may have fucked it up a little bit, but we were both wrong.
Okay, I got another question. So, how can folks find you and follow you online, and also how can folks come and get a haircut from you?
Haircut right now is appointment only because not only COVID, but we've just been so packed in. So you can message me on Facebook, on Lawerence, and then you could normally just put Catechize, KATECHIZE. That will pop up on Facebook, and then Instagram is Lawerence_the_barber. I forgot my Snapchat, but those two are the things. Or you can message me on my phone, 509-250-2899. Message me and set up a...
Word. No
All
doubt.
right.
Mike Jones.
I just want.
You just put your phone number out there, so don't be mad at us if Crown Royal calls you with a prank or something like that.
That's fine. That's cool.
I just want some designs. Shave some designs. You know,
I be doing all sorts of them, man.
I want like waves, like actual waves. Like no, I'm just
like waves.
I'm just playing, bro.
People can get them. You talking about design, or
you
you
said,
talking about
like,
actual waves?
Ocean waves.
He said that-
like
he said-
pictures of ocean waves.
Oh,
in
okay.
my
Oh, I
head.
thought he's like I thought he wanted to get the white boy waves.
Those are real thing, man.
Really?
They're a real thing, bro. I seen this one dude with straight hair. He got waves.
That's
Dedication,
crazy.
man. But it happens.
My hair's straight as fuck. TJ, what's up?
You
Did
can
he
do
have
it.
the 360 waves though?
They went to 360s, but
What
they were
year is that?
they were like more open. Obviously, he's not gonna get like the.
So my
perfect.
son's mixed, and he said he's gonna try to get waves. And the barber explained to him, he's like, "Man, your hair ain't got the kink, and it's gotta tie together."
I love when Big Crit said
Like
he got
my-
his
my-
waves from his
like-
granddaddy.
My son used to have curly hair. Then I shaved his head. Man, I'll probably still get bitched at it forever, and it just grows all fucking funny now. Like it was
Really?
curly as fuck at first, and he's like, "Yeah, Dad, I'm trying to get waves." And he's like, "I was like, man, you ain't working hard enough at it. You gotta like put the rag
lot,
on. You gotta
man.
put all that
There's a
stuff." So
lot,
it's just
yeah.
like, I was like, "Oh, I see one."
Yeah.
Oh, you got to work for waves, huh?
Well, you got to work
Oh,
for them,
man.
but it's also with the coarseness of your hair because it needs to, like the dude was explaining, who was a darker black man than my son. Like, this is how your hair is, and
I thought you were gonna say than myself.
Darker black man.
and then well, I mean, I am 2%, but nah. So it ties together. It kind of binds up, and
Right.
and that's how it get. You know what I mean.
Right.
And his hair is like too fine. Like he could get them. Like he's saying, you just gotta fucking work.
Yeah.
I heard you can get dreadlocks put
Being a
in.
white person.
Yeah, like
Don't
just
do it.
put into your hair.
No. So basically,
The
I
fuck?
don't know if this is what you're talking about, but what happens is if you do shave off your dreads and you want to restart, you can re-dread them in.
Oh, like the same.
Yeah. So you can like if you wanted to start over, you can just re-dread them in. And you're good.
Yo, I've
What
heard
do you
somebody
guys think of
say
white people dreads?
they cut their dreadlock
you
open
know
and there
about
was
the-
mold
I
inside
think
of
They,
it.
been
they're
around a
trying to
long
do
time.
it. They're trying to do it, man. Whatever.
Yeah. So okay, so is the
It's
guy
just not
stripping his
natural.
cones?
They're just
'Cause
going-
he's got his hair's like he's got like a fro about this big, and he said in a couple weeks he's getting dreads put into his hair.
So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so then there's
He
two.
might
There's
be-
like
he might be
artificial, like the
starting
weave,
them.
You know what I'm saying? You can get weaves, like dudes be getting like artificial hair, put into them, and so he can have them.
He could be
But-
starting them.
But yeah, he
Right.
can exactly.
Yeah, just starting dreadlocks.
No, he said he's getting them put.
So that's what I think he
Somebody else is coming
like a weave. Like
What?
literally, I think of like a weave, or he bought some hair.
Oh, kind of
Actual-
like how high?
Oh,
Brother got dreads
Hey.
put in today. They tight, huh?
You see these motherfuckers going to barbers getting their fake ass beards?
Oh,
They're getting like extensions that's glued on,
Yeah,
and then they're
yeah.
like
I
gluing
haven't
it,
got
and then they're
one yet.
cutting it,
I
shaving.
haven't
Got
got one yet.
extensions put in
I'm
it,
excited though. I hope. You know the guys that get the like the the shoe. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And you take that out, and then they put the whole.
When the dudes are
weave on.
bald, then they start
Yeah.
giving them waves.
And then you can cut in.
Yeah.
You can cut their normal hair into their
I
wig.
saw that on.
Hey dog, can you hook me up? I'm about to
Robin
come see you
Big,
for a
Big
beard.
Black had that.
There's things, man. There's things for it.
I'm about to come see you for a beard. We just
that
need to
is
glue it
incredible.
on and just trim it up. You know what I mean?
I don't know how much those are to be.
I'm just talking shit.
I need long
But
hair.
they're like snapping.
I need a
Like right
long
here,
hair
like
look.
this shit grows, but it don't grow right here, all white and trashy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, just stops right there.
I was just thinking about just giving myself a mustache and see what that looked like.
It looked like you need to stay away from the goddamn elementary school.
Yeah, you can't pick up your nephew no more.
Oh shit!
He said this guy with the mustache came and picked up this boy.
Oh, we saw him giving him.
He said either he was a cop or a child molester. I don't know.
That's what I should do is rock the sunglasses.
I'll go with
it.
the
That'd be
I'll go with the cop. I'll go with the cop.
But yeah, man. I mean, I heard like Mexican dudes say that their dad told them you ain't a man if you don't have like a mustache or something like that.
Well, I gotta show you my uncle's mustache, man. When he was younger,
Yeah.
I found this dude, man, and it's wild.
You ever heard that, TJ? Have you ever heard that?
I don't know if I ever heard that.
You had some
but
pictures
I know.
with some straight fucking
Yeah,
solos.
Oh man, I'll tell you an embarrassing story real quick, talking just about that, because the mustache wise, I always grew up wanting a mustache, but I remember one time we were visiting my family down in Visalia.
Oh yeah.
And-
Is he a cop?
No.
Oh damn, yep, that's a mustache.
Remember the one I sent you
Tom
guys? My
Selleck.
cousin. My cousin moved
Yeah,
to
it does look like
SoCal.
Magnum, PA.
Remember the one?
Yeah, I remember that picture. Yeah, because
crazy,
we were all
right?
confused if it was the same person that we were
My,
talking about.
my uncle said I wasn't a man unless I grew a mustache, and then I banged his wife.
Were you an anti-slayer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just kidding.
Shout out to Anti-Slayer. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
That is good.
Are you looking up the picture, P?
Yeah, I got to show you all this.
We're out here looking for aunties. Me and Ken, we're out here looking on a journey looking for aunties.
Oh, wow.
That'd be a funny short film.
Yeah.
It would.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
We're going to look for aunties.
Well, dude, we could get a lot of aunties to
And-
read and,
and
be cast for that.
Anti-slayer could do the score.
one. Yeah,
But they all got to be drinking like Four Locos and shit.
yeah. Or Steelies.
Yes.
Yeah, or
Oh,
Tilts.
man.
211 Steel Reserve,
Hey,
bro.
Ken,
Yeah,
on
Steel
one.
Reserves.
Oh, my God.
What are you guys done?
I don't know, man.
most
I've just
brutal.
most antis I've known didn't turn down whatever you handed them. Like they were going to drink it if it was given to them.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was always.
In my experience,
I always had something kind of.
I mean, they had their go-to drinks, but if you had it, they were drinking it. Oh yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
Ken, you got Heineken?
Yeah.
Yeah, got that one.
I used
said,
to,
"Oh, you high
I used
class."
to think Kanye was dope for some reason. I don't know why.
You guys remember the drinks called Jaguars?
No.
No. Maybe I'm fucking tripping.
There was
They were gross.
There was the
yeah.
old English Ice 800 with the
County
Black
shit
Panther
from
on
down
it.
here.
Oh, I never saw that. That's
Remember
cool.
Spark?
Crazy.
You guys remember those?
That shit made I drank
Yeah,
that shit
crazy,
for a while, and that shit made me puke up orange foam, so I stopped drinking that shit.
What's that shit you guys were telling me about in the group chat? Zima?
Yeah.
That's that little Stewart dude from Mad TV. Look
Zima,
what I
yeah,
can do.
dude.
I'm drinking a
Crown
Zima.
said that shit came out non-alcoholic. I didn't know that.
It wasn't non-alcoholic. I had a little bit.
If
That's
you
what
had
I
a
said.
Six or Zimas at the party, the girls would show.
Oh,
yeah?
shut up.
drop a single in there. But,
Nah.
I'm talking about high school.
You mean
bro.
drop
You know, high
a
school?
Jolly Rancher and shit?
No,
if you're like a sophomore.
No, a Skittle, like a purple one, whatever Skittle you dropped in there would kind of turn that color and flavor it.
In high school, you know,
And
we
you could
we
see it
used to get the
bubbling
girls
up.
to
It'd
show
bubble
up.
We used to call those groundies.
Mad Dog,
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Mad Dog, Cisco, Aftershock,
After
Southern
Yeah,
Comfort.
After
I don't remember what the girls would show up
And oh
for.
yeah,
I
they
think just
drink like
alcohol
wine
back
coolers,
in the
but MD 2020. Man, girls back then didn't drink beer. They said beer is disgusting. Nowadays, girls like, you want to go out and get a fucking beer, you bitch. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, this friendship isn't gonna work out.
Oh, that's awesome.
The game is definitely changed.
Come on, you fucking pussy!
That's
I'll
real.
beat your ass and
I don't even know how to.
Hey, it's like they're the
bro.
men now.
Right?
They run shit, and it's like
I'm down to be a stay-at-home dad. You know what I'm
I was
saying?
I
Down
was
for
walking
that.
through a building one time with a female
it's-
coworker, and she said, "It smells like pussy up in here," and I'm like, "Say what?"
Bro, no, real shit though. Like I know so many more like women that have dope ass jobs and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like I don't know how, you know.
no, they run it. Like they run shit now. Really,
And
like,
I respect it, man. Women are the shit to me. Like I fucking
Hey, if your woman's a
they're not
breadwinner,
worried.
Shout out
you
to
know
my
what
wife.
I'm saying?
if your woman's the
Right.
breadwinner, does she call the shots? Like I was already talking to the homie. I was like, he's
Okay.
like, I'll be the breadwinner now. I was like, oh, does that mean you get some say in what happens? He's like,
She calls the
hell
shots
nah.
as long as I call the back shots, baby. Woo.
Well, you don't get to call that. And she gets to tell you when you get to get that.
yep.
Unless she's the one that likes it, likes when you tell her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of girls like that.
What's he?
these
Is he
days,
trying
too.
to justify it now?
Yeah,
They're gonna tell you.
Well, not like
when.
that. Not in that fucking way. Not in that fucking way.
I ain't
if
mean
she's your girl,
I
though.
ain't mean it in no type of way. I'm just saying. Say, yeah, if she can call the shots, except I get to call the back shots. She gonna tell you when you gonna get that.
Yep.
And then I said, unless she's the type of girl that likes it when you tell her when.
And then she'd be like, not today. I got a headache.
Now I'm just picturing
Well, yeah,
like
if she says no, then that's fine too.
picturing
know,
you in
then
the
no.
kitchen, washing the dishes, finishing up with the towel, drying them up, and then you hear that door unlocking, and you go, "Ooh," you know she's home.
Oh,
And
shit.
she walks through, she throws her coat up on the coat rack. She goes, "P, get your bitch ass over here."
Yeah.
And you go, "Woo!" I pictured it right now.
And then
Yeah.
she says, make me a sandwich, motherfucker.
First or after?
All right, so
Before.
I wonder, do
she
women
comes
want
home?
Because I like to have a snack after.
I probably
he says,
have a
"I want a
snack
sandwich
in the
from all that
microwave
sex
ready
I was
to
having
go,
at
or
the
some kind of
office."
something. You know what I
Good
mean?
man. Yeah, you know your lady.
Or like some fruit cut up in a bowl or something like that. You know?
Yeah, aphrodisiac.
Yeah. You know?
Bougie.
Yeah, I don't know if if she wants a wine glass ready to go when she's home. Food done. You know
Like,
what I'm
I've
saying?
done it.
like you cut the
Not
fruit.
wine glass, but sandwiches.
Farmer's market.
Oh yeah.
Sandwiches,
Get my
Cut
little
the
tea,
fruit.
whatever
fresh.
it may
So
be.
you
Coffee,
cool with being a housewife?
a house husband.
Okay. So she comes home and makes me a
House-
sandwich, and she's like, "I always get hungry after I have sex at the office."
God damn.
It is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? Role reversals, man.
It's becoming more normal
It's
now.
2021. Yeah,
I
man.
don't think there's
anything goes, dog.
Anything.
Yeah, there's
The step brothers when the dude's sister fucking pisses in the stall.
stay going, pony boy.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, no, like
Do you feel less adequate though? Like if you're not the one fucking taking care of shit in the house, like if your girl's the winner in the house,
But
and
you're
just
probably
kinda
still
secondary?
killing
I have-
all the spiders. You're
I have a
probably
lot of
taking the
history with
fucking
it.
trash out. You know what I mean? You're moving all the heavy shit.
tying the knots, opening the jars. Yeah.
You're changing the oil, mowing the lawn. You know what I'm saying? You're
I
still
feel like-
doing the manly
What if
shit.
she mows the lawn and changes the oil? You ever seen those videos of those chicks changing their tires?
Some chicks don't want you to do that shit for them.
And,
Yeah.
there's some dude just
Thanks,
sitting over there and
Oh,
like
did you just get my fucking?
you got some ashes
it's
on
all
it.
fucked up now. Might as well not wear that motherfucker.
Yeah, you might as well not. You asked on your own hat.
Shit.
I don't know, man. You can't just let your girl change. Maybe it's old school. They're like, what do you think? I'm incapable of my vagina getting in the way? No, bitch.
I just
Yes, I
don't
just
think you
called you
should
bitch.
have to carry.
It's just-
I just don't think you should have to work hard and break a sweat.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the partnership's understood and mutual.
Yep.
I mean, that's the important part. My wife she's made more money than I have for like 90% of our relationship, and I've never felt inferior.
My lady makes way more money than I do. I don't care.
You want in?
Well, it's like
Yeah,
you said.
no, that's cool.
It's like they say, a real man doesn't split the rent with his woman. A real man lets her pay the whole fucking rent while he works on his rap career. You know what I'm saying?
That was a funny fucking movie.
Yeah.
I saw something else that
I did
somebody
that
else said.
before.
He's like, I don't mind my woman making all the money.
I think we all
I'll
did that
do those
before.
dishes with a smile on my face.
How you think I put out my first album? They said, yeah, you working. I'm gonna pretend to be a weed
Well,
dealer.
we had an episode not too long ago where we were pre-warning the ladies it's tax season,
Right.
and you
Watch
need to
out
be
for them
careful because
suckers.
they were lurking.
And,
Oh,
and
shit.
a lot of people still
and-
don't have PS5s.
and that stimmy might be coming in today.
That's what they said. My girl's mom got it today.
I didn't get mine, old some bitchin' ass government. I wonder if they're gonna flag me because they sent me the 600 twice. Well, I still haven't got my tax return either. So fuck those motherfuckers.
600 twice. They're supposed to send you 600 twice, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, there's 3 payments, bruh.
now there's 3. Right, a 1,200, a 600, and a 1,400.
Yeah.
So I claim that I didn't get my. I don't need to be going.
Oh
into this
man,
shit
you
on the
about to get?
podcast right
Are you
now.
about to get audited?
Yeah.
I don't care. They can have their money back. I don't give a fuck. But I think I got the 600 twice. Anyways, let's not talk about that shit. TJ, who you talking to?
IRS?
I got so much shit going on over here right now.
We're at.
I hope life's good.
We're at 2 hours.
Bro, what you got going in the next month or so, man? You got anything planned? I mean, you said you're gonna get like licensed soon and get something.
That's
Going on
my
with that?
goal. That's my goal to get my license soon. My schooling is still good for a while, so I'm just still kind of paying on that, and then
Yeah.
just doing this. But you know, I'm trying to make music. The problem is like when I schedule something, it's like I have to have so many spaces to cut. I mean, there's so many people pouring in that it's like I have to sort of like
Damn, like
organize.
that.
Well, it's like it's to a point where I gotta have like a day, you know,
Yeah.
or 2 off. So I gotta take 2 days off for my kids. So
Yeah.
I work. I would say like just like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
So I don't know, man. Who knows what's gonna be happening in the next couple months?
Just for
Doing everything that I've been doing, having fun, man.
Keeping it going.
Yep.
That's fucking off the chain, man. So we like, all right. So I'm gonna kind of do a Chicano U-turn here, or I guess you can call it a Norwegian U-turn or something if you want. But We'd like to talk about restaurants and food, man. You said that you were organic, so I mean, I gotta know.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely, I got little cheats.
Yeah, okay, everybody, you gotta
I
cheat.
just had it today, man. I have it. If I could have it every day, I would.
What do you like, man? What's your stuff, bro?
Lewerence.
Oh,
Mexican
man.
food every day, all day. I could eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man.
Yeah,
Every day.
I love Mexican food too, bro. It's like burrito. I mean, I don't know if like authentic, like I don't know, like tamales. What do you like, bro? Everything.
Yeah, man, pretty much. But like if I'm going somewhere and it's like a spot like that, or if it's a spot like an actual restaurant, it's different. But like carne asada tortas, that's my shit.
I
Man.
fucking love.
That's like a sandwich, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, so fucking bomb.
I always get three tacos and a torta when I go to the taco truck.
What I usually do at De Leon's is I get a
no
Cali
onions.
burrito. I modify mine and shit.
Yeah.
They'll get it right like half the time.
Man, every time I go to that goddamn place, I said, give me the shrimp tacos, and every time they gave me fish.
I think I had something.
You need to learn how to say fish in or shrimp in Spanish. But
Camarón, Holmes.
There was this dude in front of me one day, and he was the tallest, goofiest looking dude I've ever seen in my life. And as soon as he got up there, he spoke fluent Spanish. Like, this dude's a traveler. Like nobody was kind of expecting. He just walked up, bam, just busted it out. And I was like, damn, this dude. But
did they smile or how were they? Were they just normal? Yeah.
Everything was cool.
I can never tell if they're like happy or if they're mad at me or what, man. I'm just like, am I fucking aggravating y'all or what, man? You know what I mean?
They're making money.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, we finna play a song or what? You got a song we can play?
Where's Justice at,
Damn,
man?
I want to play that Survival of the Fittest so bad. Well, I could play something new because that was
Something
I did that
that's
beat.
That's not a mixtape song or
yeah, that's just on YouTube.
okay. Because
And I made that
because
beat.
we'll get flagged.
It's on
for the
YouTube?
episode if
Yeah.
it's
All right, let me see if I can get this.
I think even if it's on YouTube.
That one's old.
If
it's the one that has the phone label next to
There it
it.
is right here.
Okay.
If it is YouTube, they'll flag it.
No, if it's your shit, like you bought the beat from a homie.
No,
and it's your
I
beat-
made it in the studio.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
as long as you own everything.
Yeah, because there's I think it was the C-Ray episode because he even owned his music, but they still flagged us for that.
Really?
Yeah, they demonetized that episode because they said we were using something that was copywritten.
Oh my god.
So they let us upload it and people can watch it, but we don't get any of that ad revenue.
I don't think there's. I don't even know, to be honest. But I do know those are definitely my lyrics.
Yeah.
No, I was trying to pick a good spot. They're gonna play a song.
No, we're still going
Play
here.
a song and then we'll rap.
We should cut video before the song.
Oh, okay.
So we don't get flagged.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, then you could play it and it don't. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We can play it on the episode?
Yeah, but we should not do it on the video.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It'll be better that way.
Do you want to bring it up then?
My
Definitely,
wife-
if you're doing that, then wait.
Posted in the description, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be a link to the complete
do it
episode.
after the
Please
video's done.
tune in.
Survival of the Fittest? Yeah, let's listen to that.
I want to listen to that one.
In here?
Yeah, it's plugged in. I was going to hook up to it, but here, you need this, don't you?
Oh, for me to do it?
I mean, I can do it.
Yeah, you do it.
Where's Survival of the Fittest at?
YouTube.
All right,
out.
everybody on YouTube.
Peace out,
Finish
motherfuckers.
the audio on your favorite audio platform: Spotify, Apple, Google, Anchor. Right?
And yes.
I'm not finding it.
Be as bones, it bullshit.
Bullshit.